Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the YouTube channel. I have been gone. That line at Walmart is no joke. You know what I mean? It's been, like 2 months since I've uploaded on this channel. But we're kicking it off strong with a pod. I got my boys here, Andy, Clinton, Big 20K Piffer, and Mr. Isaiah Yee. Some know him as Mr. Bradford on IG, BTG.
Bro, all right, we gotta redo that. We
glazing,
gotta
I love
redo that, bro.
Nah, bro, I'm keeping that.
I liked it.
The intros are always
like
super
it?
saucy.
All right, we'll keep it.
You guys remember the last intro?
Hey, he's
trying
to act tough for his audience.
No.
Yeah.
The last intro is like, we were like, yo, this is what we're gonna talk about. No, I guess.
I didn't have an agenda. All right, the new thing we got today is Mr. Andy,
Yeah.
big dog.
I appreciate you all letting me come on.
Yeah, of course. Hell yeah, bro. What? All right, y'all. Technical difficulties. That was hilarious. Yeah, but we got Andy in the mix, bro. Andy, can you give the audience like a backstory on like how we met, who you are, and like how you came to be involved in the online space?
Yeah. Like I said, thank you for having me on. Kind of give the lowdown of how we met and how I got involved in this space is actually I'll kind of start with how we all
Yeah.
became acquainted because
Yeah.
that was kind of funny.
Oh, that's an epic story.
Yeah, we were all in the gym separately, and I was actually just doing a little back workout over on the cables, and my music stopped for a second or whatever, and I heard you guys talking about clients and fulfillment, and I was like,
Buzzwords, like SMA
yeah,
buzzwords.
like the buzzwords and like stuff you don't hear anyone else, especially our age, talk about. And I was like, I definitely misheard them. I'm just so locked into my marketing, and then I paused my music and I was like, oh my gosh, these are the only guys I've ever seen my age in a similar online business. I was like, I've got to introduce myself.
Yeah, exactly.
And I kind of did it in a weird way.
Yeah, it was.
At least you give me a
hilarious.
hard time for.
It
I
was
was
too funny.
Yeah, I just came up and I was like, are you guys agency owners? I was like,
I don't remember the exact way you did it.
I don't remember
How'd
the
you do
exact
it?
frame either.
He was like, oh, do you guys run agencies? And then I was like, he runs an agency and I'm a fitness coach. And then you walked off. I'm like, bro, this guy's freaking weird.
Which is I tried to break the ice and it kind of seemed like not confrontational, but just who's this guy? Rightfully so. But and then I think I did come back around. I went and finished my set or whatever, and then came back around and I was like, yeah, I actually I'm kind of in the agency space too. How are y'all doing? And y'all were definitely ahead of me, and I was like, damn, I got to get to know these guys, and I think that's pretty much it. And then from there, it's just been seeing each other at the gym here and there, and then
We're just
eventually
yo,
I made it in the group chat, and and then here we are. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So
That's lit, bro.
as far as getting into the agency space, just real quick, for those who don't know, I'm in the plumbing niche specifically. My old man's a plumber and owns a water restoration business.
Nice.
And he just suggested it. He's he went through same as every other business owner, went through 5-6 different companies, had a terrible time, and was like, you should do it. And yeah, so I guess my old man pushed me into it. And
That's sick.
Just got into it from there.
That's like how everybody chooses their niche. They're like, okay, I'm somewhat affiliated with the plumbing space here, so it's might as well.
Yeah, you have
the
and it's not just because you know it. It's also because it's what you can sell, and also when people are talking about plumbing jobs, I actually know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
I grew up around it. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
speak the language of a plumber. Same for your fitness guys, and same for the roofers.
We know the buzzwords.
The buzzwords.
Yeah, it's okay, client fulfillment, but we know how to say it for plumbers.
Yeah, and dumb it down sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. Hell yeah, no, that's epic.
So.
And then, so, what was the next thing? It was the background, how you got here, client fulfillment. I think we kind of touched on it at the gym today. What was the thing that actually turned you into the agency space? Because kind of touch on your college story and everything like that.
Yeah, I mean, I do have a marketing background in college, and I kind of came out and I had a few job interviews, and the typical story. I hunted around, and they're I got a few job offers, doing sales or doing marketing, and 50, 60 grand a year, 70 grand a year, and I was like, I was like, dang, just like quite not like what I thought.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? As every college kid, like coming out of college, you're like, I'm gonna make six figures.
Yeah.
Like I'm different. Like I'm gonna make six
Yeah,
figures.
yeah.
And obviously my dad's an entrepreneur, and I was kind of getting with him. I was working as like a bar back at a famous bar at the lake, and just trying to figure out what I wanted to do. And he suggested the agency space. I had just moved home, and I knew I couldn't go to work for somebody else, especially because I had a lawn care business in high school and in college too. But
Yeah.
I just knew I wasn't quite equipped to handle order taking. And I know it's not like that at all jobs, but
Yeah.
to me it kind of felt that
Yeah,
way.
100%.
And so I knew I wanted to do something for myself, and I just didn't know what it was. And then he suggested the agency space. You know, I did all the YouTube research. I watched a lot of like Hayden Ralph, Hunter, and a bunch of those guys, and just like kind of got into the space. And then yeah, just like the YouTube rabbit hole. And
Yeah.
then I was telling you actually a few days ago, like I got my first clients like boots on the ground. Like I walked around. I'm from Lee Summit originally. Like I walked to businesses in Lee Summit. Like I would go to the industrial areas and like just literally walk in and be like, hey, like I'm doing marketing. And like my first client was actually a med spa.
Yeah.
I don't feel bad. Like I got them okay results, but like
Yeah.
definitely
Yeah, it's like we fucked up.
definitely not like. No, I mean, she kind of told me, she's like, hey, like we didn't lose any money with you. We didn't make any money with you. Like, you know, we're
like-
looking for something a little more. And I was like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So that was actually my first client. And then my second client was an auto repair that I also got from walking in. And they're still my client today. Like
That's
I got
huge.
them on Google Ads, and like I really did some good things for them.
Yeah.
And they're at 4 locations now. And
That was a barter deal, right?
yeah, like literally I was like, you know, I needed some work done on my truck.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, we can offer a cash discount. And I just like, I'd been walking around to businesses that whole week, hence why my truck needed work, all the potholes in those
Yeah,
areas. But
yeah.
anyways, and I was like, dude, what if I like did your marketing for like a month? And he's like, well, how much does that usually cost? And I was like, dude, I have no idea. Like, I was literally like, it's usually like $1,000 a month. And he's like, what if we just bartered for it? Like, I had like $700 worth of work done to my front end of my truck. And he's like, yeah, like, let's do it. And
That's epic.
yeah, and I bartered for him the first month, and I think he saw a pretty good influx. Like,
Yeah.
I think he got like 30, 40 calls like that first month with like $1,000. And he's like, can you do that again? And I was like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. And he just ever since then?
Yeah, and ever since then, he's a great client still to this day. Yeah, that's
Nice.
yeah,
Barter's low-key slept on. I wish I like found some random people to
yeah.
barter
And
with.
still to this day, I'll be like, you know, he's got 4 locations, so you know things have escalated, you know, in a good way. And so like sometimes if I need like breaks or like need something done, we'll like, you know, we'll still barter here and there.
Oh yeah.
You know, avoid Uncle Sam when
That's
he
lit.
can.
That's funny. Oh no. The IRS is looking at
Uncle
this.
Sam does not need any more help getting any
Oh,
money.
man. The IRS looking at this video with like the monkey face, the meme that we always send in the video.
Hey, trading's legal, you know what I mean? It's not like
That's
I'm doing
true.
anything illegal. It's just, you know, it's just old school. So, no, I barter when I can, and no. So that was my first client. I mean, I had the med spa for like a month, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they were just like, they were at the point where like things were going really well, and they needed like big, like they wanted to spend, like I was like, oh, you can spend like $1,000 on ads or something. And they were like, I could tell, like, not because I was doing like a terrible job, but they wanted somebody who was comfortable spending $5,000 or $8,000
Oh, wow, yeah.
on ads. They were a big med spa.
Yeah, yeah.
So
That's crazy. I mean, send them to somebody this, like, you know what I mean? Like,
I've
if they still
tried.
need
I've
it.
actually, so one of the guys that I like really look up to in the space, his name is Hayden Ralph. He
Yeah.
does like the med spas, and I like
Yeah.
sent the information over,
Yeah.
but he's handling hundreds of leads, you
Yeah.
know, every single day. He
That's
didn't
crazy.
necessarily need the alley-oop per se. So, yeah.
Isaiah, what's been new? What's been new?
Yeah, give us the lowdown.
I mean,
Since the last
honestly,
pod.
oh, dude, since the last when was the last podcast? Like a month ago?
You said a month ago?
No, like I mean, like a year ago.
Yeah,
It's
like
it's
a
been a
year ago.
long time, right?
It's been a while.
It's
My
been
goodness.
like About a year, right?
Yeah, probably like, I don't know, summer maybe. I feel like, did we do it in summertime?
Dude, it
Maybe
was such a
August?
long time ago. But I think when we first got on, I'm pretty sure I was still like living at my parents' house, and the only thing that was kind of moving in the right direction was just me just showing up and just learning each and every day. So I guess now the only thing that's different is, I mean, me and my wife live together. I mean, I got married, and
Nice.
you know,
That's awesome,
there's
man.
been
Yeah.
there's been a ton of like ups and downs, if I'm being like completely honest, when it comes to like the journey for me.
Yeah.
But since then, there's been a lot of like personal life change. But when it comes to like the business side of things, I worked with a media buyer for a while, and things didn't go too well. Like
Yeah.
like we talked about it before. So now I'm just like basically just on the journey to rebuild where I was at. But I mean, I did have a 10K month, which was cool.
Oh, yeah.
But now I'm just like trying to get back to the point to where I'm just like, I'm down to like building the foundation out again,
Yeah.
which is like, is
The
what
trenches.
it is. Yeah, it's like
Trenches,
back in the
yeah.
trenches pretty much. But like, there's been a lot of growth. But you know, when we were talking about it before, like what that guy was telling you about at the gym is like, you can always find like some reason to, you know, be like, man, this is where I want to be. But
Yeah.
like in hindsight, you're like, bro, you know,
It's like those thoughts are the reason that you're not. It's like it's a paradox, and nobody
Yeah.
realizes too.
and it's like, you know, things are getting better, but basically like doing a trench work right now.
Yeah.
But you know,
Hell yeah.
I feel like
This is
the
up.
great. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I've been in the trenches since fucking September, so there
Yeah.
you go. You know,
I feel like in a way you're always in the trenches, you know.
kinda.
And like the great thing about you now is like you like, and like you already know this. Like I'm not telling you anything you don't know, but just for the people, like he knows like where, like, dude, your fulfillment, like, and your the relationships you build with your clients is like
Yeah.
second to none, and like you will learn to connect with more of those people who will resonate with you. It's just like a matter of time, and like you said, like one of my favorite quotes is like, you just got to show up every day, because
Yeah.
like some days you get lucky.
Yeah, literally.
Like
Literally.
today you were talking about that guy you cold called like how many months ago?
Bro, fucking yeah, December randomly.
Dude,
Phoenix. I'm like,
you
yeah.
just got to show up every day, because you never know
Yeah.
when you'll get lucky.
That's what I'm saying. Straight
Yeah.
up.
yeah.
Like
And-
it doesn't matter. Like seriously, like the cold calls, like the cold DMs, like it doesn't matter what cold outreach you're doing. It doesn't matter if you're doing paid ads. Like sometimes you just get lucky. Like I've had a person come through paid ads, like wasn't getting the closes, and then like got 3 back to back to back.
Yeah.
Like you just like, you know, sometimes it doesn't make sense, and you just gotta show up.
I believe in rain dancing for sure. It's just like, I don't know what to do, but I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna
Yeah.
just show up. I did it all the time, and like when I was in roofing sales, it was like, I don't know how to get deals, but I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna do something. You know, whether it's
Yeah.
like talk to realtors or interest agents or knock doors, I'm doing something. And then it's like, some other avenue is what brought me the deals ultimately. So it's just like what I did had nothing to do with it. That's why I call it a rain dance.
Yeah.
Because I'm just dancing, hoping it rains. But
Yeah.
it's like I'm doing something, you know. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just like, yeah, just rain dance. Show up
Yeah.
every day.
Yeah, and I think I'm great at that. And I was talking to this guy at my place. It was a guy that worked there actually, and we were just like randomly started talking because he had a parking spot that I wanted to get, and we got on the topic of like entrepreneurship and his journey. And one of like the last things that I said was he was like, he asked me something like how do you know this is what you want to do, or like how do you know this is gonna work, or what, it was something along those lines. I was like, bro, I'm too retarded to quit. You know what I mean? Like that's literally what I said. And I think that kind of plays a big factor in like rain dancing, like you said, is like you kind of have to just have this like a level of belief in yourself, or like a level of faith to where it's, if you go from 100 to 0, or if you go from 0 to 100, no matter what, like you're just gonna show up and do what you got to do to get there.
100%.
But like for you guys, like what do you think has been, because like I said, I'm back to like not square one, because I have a lot more knowledge now, but it's been a pretty hard reset. But like for you guys, what do you think has been like the biggest challenges that you've had to face in your journey so far? And you know, how do you feel like that's helped you like upwards to this point?
I think the biggest challenge in my journey, honestly, was the identity I had around doing a mass amount of volume. So it's like, I've been in sales since like, 2020, like 2021, right? And if I would have just like done a stupid amount of volume, I'm talking like thousands and like thousands of like doors and outreaches and stuff like that, like I would have been successful a long time ago, you know? But it's like, I just like got this identity shift to where it's like, okay, now I do massive amounts of volume, like massive amounts of volume. Like every month we're at least doing 10,000 outreaches. I think we're at 13,000 for this month. And it's like, it's the 17th. So there you go, 13,000 cold outreaches for the month, right?
Yeah.
And like I want to get to like 50,000 a month. That'd be awesome. And
will.
yeah, you know, it's like, that's like for me, the bare minimum I need to be doing. It's like, okay, it's like, I know I can do like 2,000, 3,000 cold calls a month, and I can send like 5,000 text messages a month. So I need like 5 people doing 2,000 cold calls a month, like 20,000. That's how I like started to look at things. Cause I'm like, okay, I just need to, one, do the really sucky, uncomfortable work, but it's never been worth it in the past. You know, it's like the cold outreach has never been worth it. But now that it's like my own thing, it's like, yeah, it's 100% worth it. Cause like I'm worth it, you know?
Yeah.
Dude, you and I were talking about this today. Like, dude, the dopamine that you get from like cold outreach or even from paid ads, like you see that ad, that lead come through, or like cold outreach, you finally get that answer of a business owner, and like
The
booked call, and like the showed book call, and then the close, like all of that has like really just become something that like
it's addictive.
it's
drugs.
so-
Drugs.
It's
Yeah,
drugs.
straight up drugs.
Yeah.
And like, I think to go back to your question, like the hardest part for me was the limiting beliefs. Like for me, like I remember like I'll kind of go into my offer maybe a little bit later or something, but like I remember when like I was charging $1,000 and then I wanted the client to spend another $1,000 or $1,500 on ads. I was like, no one's ever gonna sign up for this. Like, what am I doing? Like just the limiting beliefs. And now like I have clients that spend like $20K a week on ads, and like, you know, really like just like opening up my like thinking and like being able to like trust myself and eventually trust other people, media buyers and people, to like get great results for clients. Because like ultimately, like I have a really like strong moral compass, and I definitely never wanted to sign anybody up more in the beginning. I don't really have this problem now, but like in the beginning, signing up people when like, you know, you're maybe a little unsure. You're maybe gonna go back and be like, all right, like, and you're gonna give it all you have, but like it just may be a lack of knowledge thing. And I don't think that's something that I do now because I'm so confident. But like just building up that confidence that like when you know like when you signed up that client today, you're like, yeah, like I'm gonna get you killer results. Like like take my hand, you know what I mean?
Straight up, Bill's like, no, don't worry about it. It's like, I'm not even in a rush. We can set this all up on Friday. We're good.
Yeah. And see, like the old me would have been like, oh, he's gonna ghost me. Like, you're just like, grab the deposit. You're like, dude, we'll handle this. It's gonna take some time. This isn't a magic show. Like that's what it really comes down to. And also just having that like attitude, like when you're doing like client check-ins and stuff like that, and you're like, dude, like I'm not worried about it. Like if I'm not gonna bill you for like the 2 weeks. Like I've either had to deal with like Google or like something's happened that's like delayed our start. Like dude, like it's fine. Like we're gonna get great results. I'm not worried about these 2 weeks. Like let's think about the year long.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think that was the hardest for me in the beginning. I was so worried about like, oh my gosh, they didn't get a lead today, and I'm like, they'll get 3 tomorrow. You know?
So I guess the mindset, honestly, it's like his identity around like being able to charge more, and then like the confidence, and then my identity around just doing the volume. I guess for you, like, what's been the toughest part?
Yeah.
Well, like when I first started, or just like now?
Yeah.
Now? Honestly, now, I think I've built this mental callus to where I'm like, it doesn't really matter what happens. I know I'm going to be all right, and I'm just going to show up anyway. And I think we were talking about it, what was it, yesterday or a few days ago?
Probably yesterday.
I think it was like me, you, And yeah, when we were in the Zoom call, and Darwin or one of you guys were like, "Hey man, you got all this going on." Oh yeah, that's what it was. So me, Leo, and Darwin, we were on a Zoom call, and Leo got on the topic of like, "Man, there's like so much going wrong for you right now," and he starts like listing off these things because I had to I got to give my dog away, and I was having all these other personal issues going on, and he's just like, "Dude, you got a lot going on." I'm like, "Well, is what it is." You know what I mean? Yeah, I've been through worse.
That was epic.
Like, I'm like, dude, I've been through worse. I was
One
like
of the
closing
coldest
deals when I
deliveries.
was homeless. Like, you know, it could always be worse. And so for me right now, I would say there isn't really like a huge struggle when it comes to like my mindset, but maybe at the phase that I'm at is just figuring out the best system for me right now to really just like consistently scale, you know what I mean? Because it's kind of been up and down, and you know, when we switched to ads, it was a big jump, but then when we went back to organic and all this stuff, it's like a lot of big changes. But I mean, right now is just, I guess, just figuring out exactly what's going to work and what's going to work consistently when it comes to like the organic side of things.
Yeah.
Because it's still a struggle, but outside of that, like I'd say my mindset is pretty solid, and I don't really have the limiting beliefs that I used to. Like I had a similar sort of experience when I first started. I'm like, well, I don't think I can charge more than $500 for 3 months, but now it's $3K, and then it's even more for like 6 months or a year. So I guess just like figuring out what works, man. And I do get like demotivated sometimes, but it's like, what else am I gonna do? You know?
That's epic. When I started, I'm like, all right, 12K. And then
Yeah.
it's like, okay, hold up. My shit's worth 4K.
Well, yeah,
My bad, y'all. Well, I'm like, how else are you going to scale to 50, like 200K a month? It's like, you got to have high tickets. Like, scaling to 200K a month off a $4,000 like offer, I don't think so. You know?
Yeah, I mean,
That's a one-time payment, bro, for 3
Yeah.
months. So it's like,
So wait, back me up here. So your original offer was 12K 3 months, so 4K a month just for ad spend, for your fee. What was the
yeah, ad spend, ads.
so everything?
No, ads and then ad spend is separate for sure.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
yeah. That's
so-
that's a little
That's
expensive.
crazy, right? Yeah.
A little.
No, that's hella crazy. And I'm like, I'm straight up like, yeah, I'm gonna make you 100K in a month. Don't worry. And then it's like, I definitely didn't do that.
Yeah.
Let's cut that
I
out
did it
the
for
pod.
myself though.
let's cut that out. Let's cut that part out the pod.
No, that's honest.
No, it's just
honest.
growth.
That's
It's
honest.
just
Okay.
growth.
Like no, for all like full transparency, when I ran ads for myself I ran ads for myself it was like 2 months. It was something crazy. It was like June and May. Yeah, May and June. Yeah, May and June. I have the screenshot. It's freaking epic. It's like me, $480,000 in sales. Darwin, $270,000 in sales. We're
Yeah.
big dogs, top 2 sales rep in the company. And it's like, yeah, it's like fuck yeah, I can make you 100K. But then it's like I'm doing it in the winter time, so it's like whole different ball game.
Seasonal. Yeah.
Whole different ball game. So then, but it's like, don't get me wrong, we still got like pretty good results for the people that did run ads. It was like more like 60K in 2 months though, you know. So
Still.
90K in 3 months. So he hasn't closed on all of them. Like the sales cycle on roofing is just, he's got like 70 signed cash, accounts payable. It's good. And then it's like another 20 where it's like insurance bullshit. We're waiting on like random ass shit. It's like the sales cycle he's running through. So, you know, not bad. Like,
What I find interesting is like you're talking about the sales cycle, like it's so different for all of us. Like
Yeah.
you have what I would consider like maybe the longest sales cycle.
yeah.
I have maybe like the second most, and then like
Yeah,
dude,
mine
like,
is pretty quick.
yeah, like people like wake up and have epiphanies like, oh my gosh, like
Yeah.
my girl broke up with me, like, like my life sucks, like I need to get ripped.
Yeah.
Isaiah, help me.
Yeah.
You
Dude,
know
I
what
had
I mean?
I had this dude. He followed me 2 days later. He hopped on. That was pretty short, and sometimes it's shorter than that. Like,
For how long is like, okay, tell me a little bit, like what's your, like do you have like a 2-call close, like what's your process look like for like hot lead comes in, One call close. You giving a price.
One call close. Yeah.
One call
so
close.
let's say like it's a super hot lead, and
How-
he follows me, he texts me, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
Like he'll have a conversation with my setter, or me. Like if I hop in and he's like, because my setter he's in the UK, so this dude sometimes he's not awake to really like, respond. And if it's a really hot lead, I'm not just gonna let him, not.
Yeah, you don't want to push them too
Yeah,
far.
yeah,
Then they
exactly.
lose like their.
Yeah, so like if he comes in, he's like, hey, this and that. Like I'll try to qualify them a little bit through the DMs, and then I'll be like, hey, do you want to hop on a call? He'll book in, we'll hop on the call, and then I'll just do discovery, and then I'll ask him like, okay, do you want to move forward with something? Like of course they will, and then I have my whole offer in like I got an offer slideshow, and then I'll price drop, and then they pay on the call. Like that's usually the way that it goes, ideally, but sometimes like. With a guy that I closed at Leo's house, he's like, I can't pay right now, and then we'll do like a 2 call, but I always aim to do like a 1 call close because
Yeah.
it's like,
Did you you collect deposit though, even if you push like the main sale?
you said, do I collect a deposit even if we push?
Yeah. Like let's say like you got to close and like they can't pay full amount. Like do you do financing?
Oh,
you,
yeah.
Like just collect like $250 and get the 1,000 later. Like what's your?
It really depends. If they want to do, like I've had guys pay through like Klarna and Affirm before, but if like with that guy that I closed at Leo's house, he did he was like, hey, I can't pay right now. The next call, he did like 600, and then I got him on a monthly for like 750 a month, and then sometimes these guys are like, hey, let me pay half, and then we can do like 200 a month. It's like really flexible with me. But it really just depends on the person and like their financial situation, because I don't want to put them in like a bind, and they're also just like kind of standard normal people.
Yeah.
Like you guys are working with business owners, so they can do like, hey, 5K right now on the Amex.
It ain't quite like that, but
But yeah, you know what I mean though.
feel
So
you.
it's like these guys are like, oh, I work this day and I gotta pay this and that. So it can be a little bit different depending on the person. But I aim to collect the most that I can like on the call. So yeah.
It's fair.
What about you? What's your sales cycle look like?
Well, right now I'm running ads. I'm doing it pretty well. Last month was very effective.
Yeah.
January's a good month to run ads. Note to everybody out there.
Yeah.
January was good to me. They run through my funnel, set the call. I go on there. 5, 6. Honestly, my sales calls, they've been getting shorter and shorter. And like, I don't know if that's good or bad. Maintaining closes, but like I'm shorter, I'm to the point, kind of know where I'm trying to get them. You do the yes, no, maybe closing framework, and then I'm like, yeah, so it's just this amount to get going. And then
just like,
then your ad
let's do
spend,
it.
just kind of be quiet, They usually, I usually take the card and either charge it or like I'll send over, like I use PandaDoc, so I'll send over the contract with the payment on there, and I'll be like, yeah, just let me know when you get that filled out, and then I'll send over the onboarding stuff. I can go way more in depth to that. That was like the
high level overview. And then
overview.
on the service deliverables, when it comes to your clients, it's like, okay, ads go live, and then it's like, when are they like making money, and like when are they getting deals?
That's a great question. I usually do like with clients, like I have a pretty in-depth system. I really do, especially when it comes to like, obviously, like I don't run Facebook ads. Well, I do for my clients, but not near as much as like Google ads. Like Google ads is definitely like something that we really crush at, and like you get specific jobs, specific neighborhoods, and so like to really build out those landing pages and those keywords and those systems, and like make sure that all the tracking is set up properly, like that takes a long time. I usually do like a 2-week window, so they'll come on board with me. I do like I give them like a hard launch date, usually like a week or 2 out, depending on how many new clients I'm taking in. Sometimes it's 3 weeks. I like to keep it to 1 or 2 weeks, and then like they'll have like a hard launch date, and then from there we do like, my guarantee is 50 jobs in 30 days for plumbers. So I have from that date to get them 50 jobs in 30 days. Otherwise, like I work for free. I really do work for free. So.
And that's on 5,000 in ad spend, right?
It depends. Some, like, I mean, every marketer's going to say this, right? But the market really depends. Texas, super competitive.
Of course, yeah.
California, even more competitive. I have a client in Rhode Island now.
Yeah.
Soft market.
Yeah.
I have another client in Michigan that's like super soft. Like leads
Yeah.
are 40, 50 bucks.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
and I can like, it's like twice as easy to get like twice as many leads.
Yeah, exactly.
So it kind of depends on the market, but ad spend generally, like, I don't like to take on anyone with less than $5,000 to spend on ads,
Yeah.
because like I'm guaranteed them 50 jobs. Like realistically, like cost per lead is generally going to be around 70 bucks. Like market wide, it's probably a little low, a little high in some places, but like they're going to be making plenty of money. Average ticket is usually around $1,000 and like you get your big jobs and
Yeah.
they're like huge, like as big as roofs. And so like usually one or two jobs like takes care of the entire ad spend and the entire fee, and then the rest of the month they're just
That's how we are too. That's the nice part. It's like once they get the first two, like the first job is going to pay for everything, our fee, and then the ad spend for the 3 months.
Yeah.
Then a second job, it's just profits from there. So it's like, that's how I break it down. I'm like, bro, I got 3 months to get you one job.
yeah.
That's the worst case scenario.
yeah, the worst.
And it's like, it's me. It's like I have done millions in sales myself. I will go and I will do this for you manually if I have to. Like, that's the nice part.
Yeah, and that's something that like Alex Hormozy talks about all the time, and like marketing guys love Alex Hormozy, but I think he's great. I really do. And one of the things that he said that resonates with me is like you can't fix the business. And so for me, I really, really try not to dive into the sales at all in the business. I'm like, I'll literally jump on with plumbers. I'm like, dude, you missed 13 calls this month. Like, you know, like
You can only
even
do
if
so much.
even if they're happy with me, I'm like, dude, you missed 13 like live phone calls. Like those clients like went with somebody else. Like, so it's important to me that I don't get involved with the sales cycle of the business, because I think it slows down my growth. Because ultimately, if I do have to fix them, I don't think it's going to work out anyways. Like, that's something I've really learned is, like, all of the crappy clients that I had to go and fix their sales and I was bending over backwards to make happy, they ended up churning anyways. And so, like, when I started, like, vetting my clients way more and taking on less clients at a higher price, like, that's when things really started to click for me. And, like, things still haven't fully clicked. Like, I'm still a small fish in a big pond, but, like, you know, past the point of like paying my bills and like worrying about my 4 clients churning. Like now, you know what I mean? If a client churns, I'm like, that sucks. I investigate why rather than like, oh my gosh, how am I going to pay bills?
Yeah, of course. So you have people that miss calls. You've never like considered just building them out of voice AI?
Yeah, I mean, like I've gone down the rabbit hole of like, should I fix this? Like, should I instill this in my business? And ultimately, like, I think that if I want to grow this past, like, because agencies get stuck 5 million,
Yeah.
6, 7 million. Like, if I want to grow it past what I think it can be, I think that I need to be like marketing specific and be like, this is where I fix, and like the rest is on you. Like, if I bring a plumbing company 50 jobs and they're looking to take on 50 jobs in the next 30 days, I'm assuming they can answer the phone and go sell the jobs.
Makes sense.
Like when I was offering 15 jobs in 30 days, I was getting trash calls. Like people who were missing their phone, people who were on the job sites missing their calls. Like having a CSR basically fixes all that problem. So even if they don't like want 50 jobs, let's say they want 30 and they want a lower ad spend or something like that, I require a CSR because like I found that those clients just don't turn. Because like I can get the results, I can get the calls, but like ultimately like I don't want to get stuck fixing their bad business. Like I want to just like worry about selling them more of what I have.
Yeah, and I mean, for you, you consider yourself kind of like a marketing agency, right? Like that's just
like I'm
marketing agency.
I'm a marketing agency.
I consider myself more of like an AI agency. It's like, yeah, at the core, I'm a marketing agency, right? It's like if I do Facebook ads and stuff like that. But ultimately, like what I want to do is like implement the AI callers, because that's where like your tickets get higher. You know, it's like, because you can sell an AI caller for $4K. It costs like $1,200 for an engineer to build it out. Like really good stuff. Like that's basically what Carson's doing. You know, the guy I told you doing like
Yeah, yeah.
200K. That's what him and his like mastermind do. So it's like, fuck it. You know, if they're missing calls, offer them an AI caller. That's
Yeah.
4K extra on your ticket.
I just think that any business, and you're right, I probably should look into something like that. But my initial thought is somebody who is missing calls, like they have bigger problems.
Yeah, that's true. That guy probably can't afford the 4K.
He probably can't afford
Yeah.
it. That's
Yeah.
my exact thought.
Yeah.
All the clients I've taken on in the last 6 months, none of them matured.
Yeah.
None of them are like calling me every week, like wondering what's happening. Like they're all at their monthly meetings. That's as soon as I can get them on.
Yeah.
A lot of times I'll be like, they push the marketing meeting, or they're like, dude, things look good. Like I'll see you next month, and I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
You do monthly meetings?
Bi-weekly for the first 3 months.
Okay.
Monthly after that.
Oh, interesting.
Just like, check in, make sure they like me. People do business with people they like, so it's important to,
I probably should like think about doing bi-weekly, but I do weekly.
weekly is crazy.
Weekly is kind
Not
of
enough
crazy.
data to look at.
I would disagree. There's for sure because like
Roofing's
we're-
different. It might be different.
Yeah, because we have tons to talk about every week because it's like they have like 8 cases I got to figure out what's going on with. Like it's like, okay, what's going on here? What's going on here? We got a claim process here. This is what we're like. I literally like fine tooth every single lead I get with a like comb and like make sure like we're getting its worth. Because it's like some people don't answer, right? But then 3 months from now they do answer, and it turns into Darwin just looked at it like 50 square. That's I don't even know what's the quick math on that. If that were to actually pan out, that would be a $22,000 contract for the client.
Yeah.
So it's like,
It's huge.
yeah,
I think that's like you and I have been, and Isaiah, you as well. Like we've been doing like the building out the monthly specials. That way you're hitting all of the leads you've ever.
yeah,
Because like when you purchase a lead from Facebook, like that's your lead. Like you purchased it. At some point, you should try to cash in on that.
you know, it's like just re-engagement. Like it took me no time to just fucking whip up a Valentine's Day special, and he's like, yeah, sorry, I meant to get to you guys. It's just had a lot going on. I'm like, you're a real person? And then it's like me and Darwin are like, yo, this guy's real for real. And then he's like, he calls me, he's like, dude, look at the pictures I just sent you. And I'm like, holy fuck, this is a big house, bro. He's like, yeah, it's a really big house, bro. We got paperwork in hand. Like, we're figuring out how to get this like done. I'm like, holy
So
hell.
awesome, bro.
Yeah, that blows my mind. Like, that was just sitting in our pipeline. We generated that bitch in the beginning of December. And
Yeah.
like,
It's amazing, bro.
called, texted 5 times, called like 3 times, emailed him, nothing, crickets, right? All of a sudden, like, he got a New Year's text, he got a Valentine's Day text. The Valentine's Day text is the one he decides to respond on.
It's crazy.
Hey, this is Roofing Company, we're running a Valentine's Day special. And then it's like, yeah, I've been meaning to get to you guys, but can you guys come out and look at it? I'm like, holy fuck, this is a real person.
Yeah. Or like I've had like leads come in through for like plumbing business owners. Like, dude, they get busy, and like they'll fill out the ad like, oh, this is something they want to do, and like, dude, they'll get so swamped or like literally be under a house, and like I'll call them every single day for a month, and then I'll give up, and then I'll hit them with a text literally 8 months later, and they're like, oh, I remember that, and I'm like, dude, like
Yeah.
you can't even remember your anniversary, and you remember this ad from 8
Yeah.
months ago, and it's like. People just need to be like,
Re-engaged, like refreshed.
Re-engaged.
You got to stay at the top of mind. It's like, okay, for me, it's never if they buy, it's when they buy. That's the
like
mindset
that.
I've
I like
always
that.
had for like, especially for roofing customers, like homeowners. I'm like, okay, it was never like I need a hard close a homeowner. It was like, okay, when's this right for you? Cool. Well, I'll circle back at this time, and that was just normal for me, right? Like I just got introduced to this like concept of hard closing people, but now I'm kind of reverting back into like the soft closing. I kind of like that better. Like this guy today, perfect example. Took the sales call December. He got a text, re-engaged, like, probably last week, something like that. And then Darwin got on the phone with him. He's like, yeah, you know what? I think I am ready. We can go ahead and set something up. He no-showed us Friday. He no-showed us Saturday. He did a phone call today. And then he's like, yeah, let's go ahead and get this done. I was like, hey, you guys think you could still do it no cash down and then I pay you guys in full like after the first deal? And I was like, let me check real quick. Me just like taking the elevator downstairs. I give Haley this look. I'm like, and then I unmute myself. I'm like, Yeah, so we can for sure do. Could you do $1,000 down and then 3,000 after? He's like, yeah, definitely. I'm like, great. I'm like, fuck, I should have asked for 2,000. I'm like, what is wrong with
You're
me?
like, damn it, he said yes too fast.
Oh no! Straight up, he said
You
yes
ever get
too
to the
fast.
close? You ever get to the close and they're like, yeah, is that it? Like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I remember like when I was at like $1,000 or 1,500, they'd be like, whoa.
It's like they're like, that's all.
That and they and like I didn't know it, but they weren't signing up with me because I was too cheap.
Oh my gosh.
Like other agencies were charging so much, they're like, oh, I can't take him seriously. Like
Yeah.
he only wants 1,500. Like
That's crazy. I mean, I feel like my pricing is fair these days, but like I want to go up to 5K like ASAP.
5K, like a month,
Oh no, 5K every 3 months still.
3 months.
I mean, I like the
so
5K
you're
up
like-
front.
Your sales cycle is so much longer. Like I have like 30 days, like get 50 jobs. Like you're just like trying to get like 10 deals in like 3 months, right?
Basically. And it's like my guarantee is not even deals. It's more so just like
Revenue.
leads, 50 Facebook leads in 3 months. I'm
That's
like,
pretty.
bro, I'm like, be so for real. I can do that in a month.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's the legal guarantee, right? Like behind the scenes, I know like, and then that's the reason why I comb all these leads with a fine tooth comb, because I genuinely do want like my clients to like get a return on their ad spend. That way, when like renewal comes around, they're not churning, they're like renewing,
Yeah.
And they're only gonna renew if like they've been profiting from the campaign. So I don't mind going through like weekly and showing up, and because honestly, it's like you set the Facebook ads up the one time, they're basically good for like 3 weeks. You might get a little bit of like ad fatigue, maybe. Depends on the market. Like if you're in Dallas, it's like probably gonna get some ad fatigue. You need to stay on your toes in Dallas. But like in Illinois, you can run the same shit for like 2 months and like you're not gonna get to everybody. Like it's like
Yeah.
so low competition there. So it's like the service delivery is like upfront a lot when the leads come in, like Darwin calls them, and then it's like weekly I meet with them for 30 minutes and that's it.
Yeah.
So
That's all it takes.
it's kind of chill for the 3 months,
So, where's your agency at, and like, what's the next year look like for you? Like, I guess give us like the lowdown of like the main focuses, and then like where do you want to be revenue wise?
For sure. I think my first kind of like milestone that I have my sights set on and like I journal and like I think about a lot and like put a lot of my attention towards is hitting a 50K month. So the way I did my forecasting this year was I want to hit a 50K month. I think like 3 times I wrote down 2 or 3 times 50K like cleared in a month, cash collected. And then my goal is to consistently build the agency up to 20 to 30K a month. I think that's realistic. So like for like my business model at the moment, obviously I can shoot for the moon and go like 150, 200K like Carson.
Sure,
But I need to rework a lot of things in order to actually hit that. I need some sort of MRR model. I need to start pitching actual like AI voice callers because that's like the ticket that's going to get me there. But for the meantime, like doing just Facebook ads, like getting the 20, 30K like consistently a month is pretty doable. So that my biggest goal is like hit the 50K, because at that point it's like the only way I know that I'm doing 20 to 30K a month is like at the end of the year. It's like, okay, looking back, this is what I've done for the year. February was kind of like a breakthrough month. Kind of crazy.
We're still in February.
I know. It's like
We're halfway through.
we had that 4K PIF, a 1K, and that's on a reoccurring basis. So that's not like a 1K 1 month. It's just like 1K due every month, this month, indefinitely. And like we're homies. So it's like I don't know when he's gonna cancel. It's like hopefully he never does. I got him 2 deals the first like weekend. We launched the shit Friday. We got him 2 big jobs. It's
Yeah.
Tuesday. So he's happy as hell. And then this one is like, okay, nothing's like cash collected or anything like that, but it's technically a 4K close. And we got ideally 1K collected on Friday. So we'll see how that goes, Fingers crossed. I'm telling Darwin, like, bro, don't hold your breath. We're not making any more money. We can probably hit 10K in March, but like February's the wrap, dog. We're good on February. I'm putting all my assets and all my eggs and like building March up. Like we're gonna get ads crazy, or like we're gonna have some talented setters actually calling these people the way they should. Our SMS campaign is gonna go from 600, 700 texts a day to 1,000 texts a day. it's just working those like leads is crazy for sure. Like
Yeah.
it's like I get 150 conversations I got to run through every day, and it's like when I'm like figuring out how to do HVAC and figuring out how to do tree services, and like all this random
Yeah.
shit, making sure my current clients are good, making sure Darwin's like on top of all the like leads that are coming in, like everybody's getting me to talk to, and like
You got to juggle all the balls.
yeah, follow it. And like the charity campaigns are what kills me. It's like we have a charity campaign.
Bro, I told you.
Yeah, in Austin and Dallas that are alive, and I'm like, bro, I honestly I cut them off. Like last week I cut them off.
Good.
I'm like, I can't do this for anymore, guys. Like, I'm literally tied up. I need to focus on like the next big thing, and
They're probably like, we understand, like, no worries.
basically, yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna say that. I can't say that live. I can't say that live. I'm gonna cut this out, but the one of them is chill. The other one Darwin's sleeping with. So there you go.
Bro.
I
No
gotta cut
wonder
that
it
out
was
for
a
sure.
charity campaign.
I gotta do something like this so I can see like when like in the recording when I'm like
Yeah.
buffing through. I'm
That's
like, I cut this little
crazy.
section
That's
out.
crazy.
But yeah, no more charity camp. That's why when this guy was like, yeah, you guys think you could do it for free? I'm like, I'm not doing charity campaigns anymore.
No, you can't, bro.
Yeah.
And honestly, like when you do charity campaigns, you think like, oh, I'm about to make this person money and they'll love me forever, and they don't take it seriously. And
Yeah.
like when I wasn't charging enough at the beginning, and like these free charity campaigns, and like if you're not charging enough, like people won't take you seriously. And even when they do buy,
Yeah.
let's say that $1,000 like means something to you, like it doesn't mean shit to them.
Yeah, exactly.
Like $1,000 to them may not like be
yeah.
the tip of the iceberg. And so like $1,000, if they like are busy and they like can't call your leads, they're just like not worried about it.
That's what we
But if
ran
you charge
into.
them $3,000, all of a sudden they're like, oh shit, I need
Yeah.
to take this seriously.
Yeah, exactly.
And like they feel more accountable just because they spend more, but not because the value's any different, which is crazy to me.
Yeah,
But
that
that's
is-
the way the world works.
That is the fucked part.
Yeah, bro, we were just talking about earlier when we were walking to the store, we're like, the clients that pay the most are the best ones to work with. Because if you're, well, at least in my experience, I don't know, with you it may be different. Like when I was charging way less, they wouldn't respond to me. They wouldn't show up to the calls. They wouldn't take anything that I said seriously for the most part. And I remember one time I was trying to run like a free school funnel, and I got on a call with like 17 people.
That's
And
a
it was
lot
a
of people.
it was a guy in there on the call giving me advice, like trying to coach me.
That's crazy.
And it's just like when you're able to charge pretty much as possible, as like you said, you have whale clients or like guys that are just able to just like do whatever it is that they need to do,
Yeah.
and they don't care, and they'll just like be like, all right, we got to do X amount this month, do it, or we got to show up and do this and that, and they'll fully commit to it because they'll actually pay attention and
Exactly.
respect everything that you have versus like giving it away for a couple
I think it's an energy thing, honestly. It's like those guys like have that like energy where they're doers, you know, they're action takers, like genuinely action takers. They do
Yeah.
what it takes. They're not sleeping on random shit. It's like these guys are broke because like to a degree like they're slacking somewhere in their life, you know, like
Yeah.
they're fucking up somewhere. So it's like when you do have these like dudes that pay fucking just like that, it's like okay, great, but it's like they handle their shit. It's like this HVAC client I got, he doesn't even want me to qualify the leads. He's like, you just generate the leads, we got it. I'm like,
Dude,
for real?
HVAC companies, they're like that.
I know. I'm like,
I'm a plumber, right? And so a lot of my clients do HVAC as well. And like leads are expensive. But dude, if you ever have you ever like I'm sure they have a CSR, right? Like an office manager.
Yeah.
Like she's probably an animal. Every time I talk to a CSR manager in HVAC or plumbing, those girls or sometimes guys, but more often than not girls, like, dude, they're killers.
Yeah.
Like they're like they don't realize it, but they are like the backbone of the business. They're the sales.
Yeah.
Marketing gets your foot in the door, and like that follow up and that lead, like that's where you make your money.
Yeah.
And like you said, like that's a great client because you do the marketing, you do your part, and like life is good for both sides.
Yeah.
They're making money, you're making money.
Yeah.
And like you don't have to call their leads.
Yeah. It's the crazy. This blows my mind. Me and Darwin got on the customer call yesterday, and we're like, are you sure you don't want us to do this? Because we don't mind. It's like, kind of like, it's value, you know, it's like, we don't mind doing it. They're like, yeah, no, we're good. You guys are doing great, by the way. We love everything. And I'm like, what the fuck, bro? How did you guys pay me $4,000 up front?
Bro, do more of that.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Do more.
I'm like, yes.
Maybe you should switch to HVAC.
You know, I considered it, but it's like...
Nah, stay away.
This guy's funny.
I'm just kidding. There's enough for everybody.
I don't have like a wow factor in HVAC, you know? It's like... It's
Not
like,
yet.
Yeah, it's like not yet. It's like I can
If
like
this guy
probably
gives you a
scale it up.
testimonial, though, why not?
I mean, yeah, it's like we can do it, but it's like, am I gonna like shift the niche to HVAC? Probably not, because like in roofing, like I promise you guys, like I got the wow factor from hell. It's like there's no marketing agency that's even like close. And just like not enough people know about me. It's like everybody I see and everybody I've audited, I'm like, okay, you guys have been doing it for 2-3 years. That's why like you're bigger than me. That's it. There is no anything that makes you.
You don't have any
that
secrets.
unique. Yeah, it's like you're just some fucking marketing like guy, you know. Versus me, it's like I've been in the trenches with the roofers, you know. It's like I know the game. Like
You sold roofs.
yeah, I've sold roofs. I've talked to like some of the most prominent figures one-on-one in the roofing like industry completely. Like I've met like tons of people, and so I'm like, okay, I understand like the game to such a high level. It's like a 60-minute sales call with any owner, and I can just be like, yeah, do this, 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 and this. You don't need to pay me. And they're like, holy fuck, this actually is like revolutionary. Like, why didn't I think of this? I'm like, yeah, don't worry about it. We paid a lot of money, you know, to learn it, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas. Hey, consider me in 3 months. You know?
Consider me in 3 months.
I love the soft close approach, honestly, because that's what I did today. I had somebody I probably could have, like, I didn't even try. I genuinely did not try to, like, close them or persuade them or anything. I go into the calls now just like, how can I help these guys? And that's all I have. Like, okay, what do you need? And then it's like, yeah, you know, I've been just kind of looking around. I'm like, okay, well, I guess like when you say looking around, like what does that mean? You know, it's like, what are you trying to do by looking around? To you? Yeah, and then like they dissect it down. It's like, okay, so you need this. All right, what do you have in place? Like, what is like the problem that where this result's not happening? X, X, and X. I'm like, okay, cool. So it's like this system. Here's what I do. This is what my system does. This would be appropriate at these criteria levels. Does that make sense? It's like, okay, yeah, that actually does make sense. And then it's like, okay, so the outcome that came from this call is like he's gonna get a sales guy because he needs somebody to actually run the appointments. And then he's open to starting in March, so we'll see what happens, you know. Not holding my breath, don't really care, like regardless. And he's like, what he told me is like, I 100% want to go with you for HVAC in May. And then I'm like, cool, yeah, no problem. I'll be here. You know, just like I do roofing, but I'll be here. I'll take your money regardless.
So wait, is there like a storm? Just out of curiosity.
It's like a general contractor, so it's a restoration company. So it's not a roofer. It's like a big like he does like
water restoration.
Yeah, like ground up type work. Yeah.
Dude, if you need help in that niche, let me know.
He's good.
My dad does water restoration, dude. I can do some water restoration marketing.
Yeah, he does water restoration.
Dude, those water jobs like
fire.
Yeah.
He said it was like $25K. He told me that he spent $20,000 for 3 months on another agency and they didn't get him shit. And I'm like, that doesn't sound real. I'm like, bro, you're like, okay, I can see it on like a $200K like full rebuild house, but like the ticket for that just seems so low. Like, how did they not get you anything?
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, dude, if you need, let that client know and I can help you on the back end.
Hell
like,
yeah.
Just sign them up and like fire, water. Water's obviously the hardest to get, but like all that's super like, I grew up doing that. Like fire and like water damage. I tore out 1 million basements.
Yeah.
Like I used to do that. Like growing up, my dad would wake me up, he'd be like, hey, you want to go help me rip up a basement? I was like, yeah. We go somewhere at 3 in the morning.
That's
like,
crazy.
You know?
That's insane.
Yeah, let me know. I wanted to circle back to you. So, like, where are you at? What's the game plan? Like, I know you're in the trenches, but, like, you know, let us know what the game plan is and how we getting out.
Bro.
Where are you taking this bad boy? We want to know.
Well, the goal... Wait, we can cut this part out. Dude, I feel like I'm just spectating, bro. I feel like I don't even belong on this podcast. I don't know if it's just like a limiting thing
It
or
is a
like
limiting thing, bro.
Yeah, bro,
imposter syndrome. I'm literally just sitting here. I'm
crazy.
like, bro, I shouldn't. I don't know. But
Hold up, you
guys
gotta
are-
wave your hand whenever I gotta cut some shit out like that so I can see when I'm buffering through.
But the goal right now,
They're
like,
just gonna chop this up for us, boys. No worries.
Hell yeah. It's like the editor clips only the 2 parts that we had to cut out and blast them.
that's it.
He's crazy.
But the short term goal, like within the next year, or like the next really like maybe like 6 months to a year, I just want to be at least 30K consistently.
It's a great goal,
like
bro.
That's all that I really want to do in the short term. And it's like I know I can do it 100%. It's just kind of a different ball game when it comes to going the organic route, because I talked to one of my close friends. His name is Jake Seals, and he like scales fitness coaches online, and like obviously he knows what he's talking about. And I was telling him my situation with like ads and everything, and I was telling him the situation with like ads and just like how everything went down. And he was like, dude, yeah, the reason why like you keep having this like rebuild phase is because you need to build your organic foundation out the right way. And so I just really want to improve on my content for one, and just scale up to 30K and just kind of cruise there for a bit. And honestly, like short term, that's what I want to do. Long term, it may change, but really the only thing on my mind is just to get up to like 30K consistently.
All right. What's the time frame on that? Like we gotta come back to the pod like in.
Like I said, like
6 months.
Like 6 months to like a year now max. Like if I don't do that, I need to just go kill myself. Like,
Clip that.
But it's like, dude, I've been doing this for a while, but like I'm just now getting to the point to where I really understand everything. Because when I first started, I didn't even know. Like if you saw my DMs and my sales calls when I first started, you'd be like, bro, you gotta do something else.
It's
that
so
bad.
great though.
Yeah.
To like go back and look at that stuff.
Yeah, and it's like I sucked and I didn't really know, but now I'm at a point to where it's like, all right, I know exactly what to do. My close rate's 80%, and if I just do this, and this, then we'll be fine. But right now, like the biggest issue that I'm trying to fix is just like consistent calls coming in, or like a high enough volume of calls. Because if I get on enough calls, like with a close rate from like 70
Stuff's
to
gonna
80%,
fall, yeah.
like yeah. So like that's really it. But yeah, that's the short-term goal. Like max a year from now. Like a year from now, there's no reason why I shouldn't be like consistently doing 30K like profit for me. Rev will probably be like maybe 40, 45, but like margins are like really
high. Yeah.
So it's like it won't be too difficult. It's just like
I have no doubt, bro.
getting the right pieces in place. You know what I mean?
Dude, and I think I can speak for both of us. The content you've been putting out the last like freaking what, a month, 3
Yeah.
weeks? Like, dude, your
A
new
month or
style
two.
of content is like I have no doubt like you're building the foundations for something huge. Like I'm talking like Alex Eubank, like, you know, Brandon, like some of those guys, like you could definitely, like there's no doubt, like
How big do you want to get though? That's the real question.
What do you mean, like when it comes to like my following, or?
Yeah, all the above.
I don't really care about following.
infinity and beyond, man.
Yeah, infinity.
Like honestly, like I don't really care about following. Really, the biggest thing that I want to do is just like grow the actual, I guess, company, and just like scale that. Cause dude, I got 400,000 followers. I have like over 500,000 followers across all platforms, and it's like I don't care. Like it doesn't do
doesn't
anything
really
for
change
me.
life, right?
You know what I mean? Like I want to move the needle in a way to where it's actually gonna benefit my life. Cause like really the only thing I want to do is just you know, provide the life that I never really had for like my family, and that's it. You know what I mean? Like I want a Porsche.
Would you say that like you've already done that?
No, definitely not.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
Well, it's like, okay, let's think objectively here. Like, your family consists of you and your wife. That's it.
Yeah.
And the life that you never had was an apartment that you live in right now, right? Like,
Yeah, I
like
guess so.
okay, like your apartment's not fucking like crazy, right? It's not fucking
Yeah.
extravagant. It's not a penthouse in fucking Vegas like you and Darwin like to hang out in. but like it's still the life you never had, and it's still high quality, right? Like it's still
Yeah.
like your cozy little like getaway
Yeah.
type place. So like, wouldn't it be fair to say that you've already kind of given your family the life that you've never had?
I mean, to some extent, and I mean, like I was talking to you about this earlier. I'm pretty sure I talked about it already. Is like I was at the gym and this 17-year-old kid like came up to me and he was like, "Dude, when I grow up, I want to be just like you." And I see all the stuff that you're doing and where you came from, and it's like, looking back, 2 years ago, I was homeless, right? Literally taking sales phone calls in the back of an abandoned building to make money to freaking survive. Like I didn't even,
That is
I didn't,
legit.
like I lived,
Crazy.
like I lived under bare minimum. Like I didn't even have a freaking toilet. I didn't have a shower. Like I couldn't wash my clothes. It was terrible. You know what I
Hey,
mean?
peep the first pod for the full story. Oh yes, just the shameless ass plug from hell.
and it's like, I guess, and I was talking to you about this in the store. It's like, I guess our standards just change, because dude, I would have killed to be in the spot that I'm at now when I was, a couple years ago. But now that I've been here and like, my new standard is being married. My new standard is, like seeing at least like 9-10K in my fan bases, and when anything underneath that like comes to light, it's like, man, I'm grateful, and I'm not like just sitting down moping, but it's like I'm not satisfied with this,
Yeah, 100%.
Like I want to be able to tell my wife like, hey, you don't have to work anymore, just go to school and I'll take care of everything. And like the reality of it is I can't do that right now.
Yeah. You see, so I'm in a huge, like super similar position as you there. And I think I had a huge unlock last month. It was like in a really deep like meditation. It was like a 40-minute sesh. And like the unlock that like I think changed everything, that may be the reason like I'm closing all these deals all of a sudden, was because it's like, okay, for me in my head, when I think about like why I'm doing the shit I'm doing, in December it was like, I'm doing all this because I want this sports car and I want a penthouse in Miami and I want all these like followers on Instagram. That's honest to God the truth, guys. Like I literally have it in my journal probably 100 times, the exact fucking specs of everything I want. Like I want all these things because I can't wait to post it on social media and show everybody that like I'm this fucking guy, right?
Yeah.
But then it's like, okay, when I think abstractly, okay, that's all external, like random shit. What would that actually do? Like, okay, so now it's like, I post the stuff, I have the things, I have the clout, the recognition, everybody thinks I'm the shit, cool. Well, how does that make me feel inside? It's like, okay, it makes me feel pretty good, but then what? It's like, okay, I guess after that, it's like, it would get old. Like, it would eventually, like, okay, I mentally jerked off on the internet, and now that is what it is. But then afterwards, okay, what I genuinely think after that layer is like, how hard can I work? Like how much can I really apply myself and focus on something? So then it's like, okay, I actually do feel good when I show up to the gym every day of the week, when I make my calls, when I work all day, every day, when like I don't fuck around and all I do is business. It's like, okay, I feel pretty proud of that. That actually does make me feel good. It makes my soul feel complete, if you will.
Yeah.
And then the second part to that was like, what those things would symbolize would mean I have like a status and wealth where I can just provide for like the people I care about.
Yeah.
So then I think about like being able to give my dad like this like brand new SUV and like his own house. I give my mom like a brand new car, her own house, and like be able to take care of Haley, like make sure that she can quit her job, make sure that I'm taking care of her, and like also just like being there for my sister and her family as well. And like that, like on the inside, that's what really lights my soul up. So then I'm like, okay, right now, am I doing everything to like do that? And then it's like, well, yeah, I am actually. It's like I'm doing the best to like achieve that. Like
Yeah,
that's,
like move in alignment with
yeah.
that. Yeah.
And so then I like picture like our soul as like, and like I think of this like spiritually too, like with Jesus and stuff. It's like, okay, so it's like our soul is like a container, and then it's like chasing this life is like, this is where our life force and energy is. But like whenever we do the activities that like fill our soul, like where I can just like work as hard as I can and like buy these people I love, all these things, that's what fulfills my soul. And then when I realize that, I'm like, fuck, none of this shit matters. Like I just need to be working hard. Like I don't actually want like the sports cars and penthouse. Like I'm good. Like, you know, it's like, fuck, I'm gonna have them for sure. There's no way I make that much money and I don't have them, but it's like, it's not that deep.
Yeah.
It really is not that deep, because what I'm gonna actually do that feels good is take care of the people I love.
Yeah.
So then I'm like, I was in this state, really negative state last month, because it's like, fuck, I'm not aligned with the vision I have. I'm not aligned with this person I think I'm supposed to be. I'm not doing this, this, and this, and this. I'm not like my business isn't doing 50 fucking thousand a month. But then it's like, I reframed it. Like I literally hard closed myself on this shit. I reframed it, and I'm like, I actually do feel good about myself. And then like as I started feeling good about myself, I started like I stopped taking the sales calls so seriously, and like stopped like fucking having to hold on to everybody and like fucking like trying to make it work and force my ways. Like I just kind of show up and I'm like, I'll fuck with some of them like on the DMs. It's fucking hilarious. I just like say random shit, and then it's like I don't care if they book. And then when they book on the call, I just do not I don't give a shit at all. I'm like, what's up, man? What do you need?
And they can see that confidence, like it translates to the sale.
Yeah.
And like you've seen that directly with like your close rate.
Exactly. And somewhere in the ether sphere, it's like something unlocks to where it's like now these weird opportunities are coming out of nowhere. Where it's like I'm not like holding myself back in this like weird veil anymore. Because I genuinely feel complete. It's like, man, I don't need all this shit. Like I don't need the penthouse, and I don't need this like fucking 20 bitches, and I don't need like fucking all these sports cars to like feel complete. And even though that's like what I had in my identity for years and years and years, it's like, no, it's like this is actually what genuinely makes me feel complete. Like I want to do this for the people I care about. I don't feel good when like I'm mogging on motherfuckers. Yeah, a new word. But I do feel good when I take care of the people I love. Like there's no better feeling than that.
Yeah.
Like
Amen.
small shit like just like the charcuterie board today, bro. That is unmatched feeling. It's a fucking 100 like it's like nothing.
You should
right?
have saw how happy he was in the line.
Yeah,
I've never seen this guy like
Cause
that.
like Haley genuinely wants a charcuterie board, right? Like that's like she just wanted one.
Yeah.
So you know,
Yeah.
you get it. You
We've
like
all
white
been
girls, yeah. He gets it. So
Hey,
it makes her
man. Hey,
genuinely, it makes her genuinely so happy to just have a charcuterie board. I'm like, that's fucking good enough for me.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm good. Close the deal. I don't need anything else outside of that. She's happy. I'm good.
Should have at least saved it for like an anniversary or something, you know?
Well, it's because I had like this whole like Valentine's Day week thing going on, but like we never, I
never
tried to
like
get,
wrapped it up.
Yeah, I tried to get the charcuterie board shit myself, but I didn't know shit about charcuterie boards. So I'm like, hey, look, we just gotta go, me and you. Like, I don't know what to get. Surprise is ruined. She's like, okay, yeah, we can go. And then Isaiah just happened to pull up,
Yeah.
and I just happened to have a client call. Like, literally, I'm like, client, I'm on the way to get my girl like charcuterie board shit. Can I take your money Friday? I'm busy. And then it's like, he's like, yeah, no problem.
And they want to give you more money.
Yeah, they're like,
If
shit.
you're like busy,
Yeah.
every time I've been like, dude, I can't squeeze you in, but like if you got 5 minutes and like they're trying to do a whole sales call.
Yeah.
I'm like, chill.
I'm like, bro, I I got shit going on. So it's like, not important shit, but I got shit going on.
That's fine.
I think that's you guys asked me earlier, but it just kind of just came to my mind now is like, I think the biggest problem that I'm facing now is just sort of this imposter syndrome, you know what I mean? Because it's like I'm moving in alignment with my goals and I'm doing the inputs, but like I still find myself thinking like sometimes negatively, you know, like, and it's not great, especially when it's like confirmed by like the people around you.
Yeah, your
or
social
because I
circumstances.
think something Hermosi said, and I'm not gonna know it like word for word, but he's like, basically the whole gist of it is like when you're not where you want to be, everybody else is gonna basically be talking trash about you.
Yeah,
Or they're
exactly.
gonna say something, or they're gonna be negative, or something's gonna be said, or something's gonna be thrown at you, and they're right until they're not.
Yeah.
You know, and I think I'm still in a spot to where, and you know, I think it's just like the place that I know I can be in my mind is like so set. Like even when people, like my mom texted me yesterday because like I was telling her about the kid that was talking to me in the gym, and I was just like, I was just being straight up. I was like, it was weird hearing someone say like, I want to be just like you when I grow up, basically is what he said, when at times like I don't even like being me.
Yeah.
You know, and she was like, oh, but you're doing this and this and that and that and that and this, and you're here and this and all these things, and I'm like, I don't care. You know, and I think that's like a fault of mine, and it's like it kind of amplifies that like sense of feeling like that imposter syndrome, you know. It's like, and you shouldn't, I know I shouldn't like I shouldn't allow the outcome or the result define who I am, or like whether or not I feel this way that I do. But I mean, if I'm being honest, like that is what I'm letting happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I try not to let it happen, but
It's logical.
yeah.
And I think the science behind that is like, bro, like you have so much potential. Like,
Yeah.
like he knows it, I know it, and more importantly, and most importantly, you and your wife know it. Like,
Yeah.
dude, you have so much potential, and we all do. But like, until you have unlocked that potential, until you like really come into your own. Unfortunately, like I think those are just phases.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
think it's something permanent, but I think those are phases you go through. And honestly, like I've gone through those phases. I know
Yeah.
he's gone through those phases. Like those phases are just something that happens, and like I happen to be having a good month, and like I'm not in that phase, but like 2 months from now when I haven't had any new closes and like my agency's tied up and somebody churns and like you know I'm gonna be right back in that spot. Like
Yeah.
but dude, pressure's a privilege, man.
That's
Like,
life.
Yeah.
That's life. Pressure's a privilege.
Yeah.
I really believe that. And like, dude, you got so much potential, and like, just until you know you've unlocked some of it, which I think you're like in the cusp of doing, and like in the actions of doing. Like, it's
Yeah.
just gonna feel that way sometimes.
Yeah.
But like, don't beat yourself up. Like,
Yeah. And it's weird because like kind of like what you were saying, not like directly, but dude, like I remember so many times to where I felt the way that I do now, and then I closed a deal or had a record month, and I was like, oh, let's go.
Yeah.
And then like 30 seconds went by, and I'm like, bro, I feel the exact same. You know, like I don't know what it is. I think it may be like this unrealistic sort of expectation that I'm placing on the goals that I have, because it's like, dude, I've pretty much, aside from like, you know, business goals, like I've achieved everything else. You know, like the only thing that I wanted when I was younger was to, you know, be with someone that actually loved me and be jacked and to like not hate myself.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, I already did that.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and I don't know, man. It's
I mean, I think the next, that's like super loaded for sure. One, the first thing I'll say is like, yeah, 100%. Like, whenever it was like, we met, right? Like, in October we met, whatever. And then I'm just like, here, take Gus and Mosey's course, you'll be all right.
Yeah.
And then like, I remember literally like 3 months after the fact, we had kind of become chummies and like seen each other at the gym and shit. But then like when me and Gus would talk about you, you'd be like, yeah, that guy's gonna be fucking rich as hell when he grows up, bro. Like no doubt in my mind. Like, and there's not a single doubt in our mind at all that you're gonna be crazy successful. We're pissed because we're like, dude, how is this motherfucker 19 and already on his business shit? I was a dickhead when I was 19. You know?
dude, and I was in college. I was a frat boy. I was
I love
doing nothing productive.
That's what I'm saying. I love doing drugs. Like, it's like a different, 2026
It's
is
a
a
chance
different
to start,
animal,
bro.
bro.
But the thing is, and this is a good thing, but it's like when we sit down like this and I'm surrounded, like all my friends are guys doing the thing that I want to do or working towards doing it, or they're at where I want to be in some way, shape, or form. And it's like when we're sitting down, yeah, we're like completely different ages, but in my mind, it's like, bro, you know, like
We all
it doesn't matter.
yeah.
You know, like to me, I'm like, okay, I'm. Like you can say, oh, but you're 20 and I was doing this. I'm like,
For me, it's
You know?
more about when did you start business? You know, it's like that's the
Oh, yeah.
real, that's the real thing. So,
and I think
Are you a seasoned veteran? That's what we
Kinda.
want to know.
kinda. So it's like you started like what, when you were 18?
I mean, bro, I really didn't know what I was doing. I say like really, probably like 19 is when I really like, because when I was 18, I was like,
Was good. No, you're good. Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, no worries.
Um,
No, you're good,
no,
man.
it's okay. We're used to it, you know, celebrities and everything. Oh yes. No.
what was I saying? I was saying something.
Yeah, like whenever you started business, it was like,
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. So like, I don't even know, man. Like I didn't really know what I was doing most of.
I mean, objectively, like,
Like, Okay, so like the example that I can use is like I could technically say like, okay, I've been lifting for 7 years now, but I didn't like really know what I was doing until like 3 years in, you know. So I guess it's kind of the same thing. Like I'm just now fully understanding everything. So the timeline is kind of weird, you know what I mean? But it's been pretty recent.
Objectively, I started my LLC when I was 21, right? So it's like I started an LLC when I was 21. I called myself an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
But if I'm being real, I only just started being an entrepreneur in September.
Yeah.
I'd been a sales guy until then, you know? So it's like, for me, it's like, fuck, I wasted so many years of my life, like not owning a business. What a dumbass. You know, that's
or
what I
learning
genuinely...
for somebody else.
Yeah, it's like I genuinely think, well, kind of, yeah, but it's like you learn to an extent and then you're just in this comfortable, you know what I mean? It's like learn, years, fall out, God has a different plan for you, like you're forced now to go on like the next ascension of life. I think there's like a few things, because like obviously we see these like 19, 20-year-old millionaires like fucking Suway making
Yeah.
200K, he's 20.
Yeah, or like see a bunch of guys online, you're like, gosh.
Yeah, it's
that
like-
guy's 16,
Or like the
making like a
the
million.
16-year-old making
You
300K
look at-
profit.
you
a
look
month.
at it,
Drives
you're
you
like-
crazy.
Yeah, you look at it, you're like, okay, this guy's a dickhead. I could beat the shit out of him. I could choke his skinny little neck. Like, why is this
You
guy...
have to take it so graphic.
Why
you
is
could just
this-
be like, oh, this guy isn't any better than me, you know?
Bro, that's how I feel when I see.
just be so
No,
casual.
but that's how I feel when I like see some of these coaches online. I'm like, bro, your testimonials suck. Your clients don't like you. You don't care about them.
I'm like-
your physique is trash.
Yeah,
like,
that's what I'm saying. I'm like,
Hey,
mind
bro,
blown. I'm like,
they know something you don't.
but then yeah, that's what I think to myself.
I'm like, okay, he's just been doing the business thing longer. That's it. Because like he's just been in the game longer. He's got more skin in the game, and he's run more water through the well.
Yeah.
That's what.
or even if it's not been longer, like he's doing something that I'm not, or he knows something
yeah,
that I don't.
Yeah, it could be true.
You
I
know?
mean, it's just like
Some of both.
who blows up
Yeah.
in a year? You know, who genuinely just
Well,
blows up in a year?
I mean, I did. Like on TikTok when I got
but like,
really
bro,
big.
like I'm talking about like income on business wise.
oh,
And stays there permanently. That's
Yeah.
the more important part.
Yeah.
yeah, like the Sam Millsap situation.
Yeah.
I blocked the guy on Instagram. I got tired of seeing the stuff, but I remember like Jake was actually mentored by that guy, and I remember you guys remember the Sam Millsap. If you were on Instagram, you probably saw him. He like made a whole bunch of money. He bought like 2 SVJs, and he bought like he was just flexing OD, and then like it came out that he was scamming a bunch of people, and now last time I saw him on Instagram, his bio said I have nothing to sell you, and people were just making a ton of videos like, oh, he did this. It's like when I think about situations like that, and not to put the guy down, I don't know what he has going on, but like
Yeah.
I know people personally who like make a ton of money. I'm not friends with them, but like I grew up around like not the best people. I know people who make a ton of money selling drugs. I know
Yeah.
people who make a ton of money, you know, off of prostitutes or they're scamming people and all this stuff. And it's like, bro, I want to build a business and I want to make money the right way.
Yeah.
And if it takes longer, then so be it. But like sometimes it does get frustrating.
Yeah, exactly.
When
It's
you
just
look
like,
around.
Bro,
and-
come on. You see Suway on fucking YouTube. He's 20, you're 20.
Yeah.
You could beat the shit out of him. Go back to that.
Bro, I don't ever think like that though. I'm not like, oh, bro, Sue is a cool
Are
guy.
you just sizing up everybody as you walk through life?
Like, honestly, it is like a thing. Like, if
Yeah, I
you guys
don't-
join combat sports, like, I promise you, for the rest of your life,
I don't
you're just
ever-
like,
I mean, there's
I don't ever
subconscious.
do
I
that.
think, okay, first of all, I want to say it's not like I'm not like, you subconsciously like size up every man, but at the end of the day, that's not like the,
That's not the driving force.
yeah, that's not the driving force. I mean, yeah, you could beat the shit out of some guy who makes more money than you, but like, yo,
I just say
feel-
that for comic, like, relief.
Okay,
It's kinda
I was
funny.
about-
It's like nobody genuinely
I got
thinks
baited.
that.
I got baited.
It is a little bit of bait, because like
Yeah.
nobody. It's just funny as fuck to say, because it's so
Yeah.
outlandish. But no, like genuinely, like if I see somebody like that's out of shape that makes more money than me, that's when I'm like, I get rubbed the wrong way.
That's so true.
That-
if I
like,
see
genuinely.
some fat ass,
That's-
Dude, I get
that's
rubbed
a-
the wrong way, but I'm like, oh, more skin in the game,
Yeah.
longer time. I
Bro,
just
the-
haven't been doing the right thing like long enough. Cool.
The only time I feel like that is like when they're getting it in like a different kind of way. Like when I see those OFM guys, I'm like, you freaking fag. Like, what are you doing, bro? Like you're sitting here making money. You're sitting here making money off of. You're sitting here making money off of men's addiction and degenerate. You're a freaking faggot. Like that's genuine. Like that's
That is the worst.
that pisses me off.
I
It's
hate
like
that shit.
unethical business
Yeah,
stuff.
no.
And don't put this in the video. But like, bro, if you are making money off of scamming people,
No, that's-
off
yeah.
off of degeneracy. I don't like, bro. It pisses me off.
No,
You know.
and I don't think that that's necessarily like what we're saying.
I shouldn't have said
like
that.
any of
Make
us
sure
are
you don't put
jealous
that in
of,
there.
Yeah.
but like it
It's just
definitely
like
does
a
hurt
moral-
when you
yeah.
see some young guy, you know, doing
Yeah.
better than you.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Bro, Sue, fucking 20. I get pissed when I see Sue. For real. Like, I'm like, how
I get inspired when I see Sue. I love Sue's stuff, bro.
I use his game.
That
Don't get me
actually,
wrong.
I love his
that's
stuff.
so telling. Homeboy gets mad.
Yeah.
Homeboy gets inspired.
Bro, because when I see Sue, or even like you guys, bro, I'm like,
Both are Both
I'm
are
like-
key to
I'm,
success.
bro. When I see that, I'm like, and this is what I was talking to Leo about when I came here too, because I switched over to Crunch, because like, and even some of the guys that work there, like the really big bald guy, he's like, bro, you couldn't pay me to work out here. I'm like, I like it, but let me see if there's a better. And they got better machines and stuff, but like the exposure and like seeing the proof that this actually works, like seeing Sue, I'm like, man, bro, when I watch his stuff, I want to give him money. Straight up. Like when I watch Joshu's stuff, is like some Asian guy that helps Sue scale up his content. When I watch this, I'm like, dude, I want to give this guy some money. Like I want to join his program, and the reason why I want to do it is because, you know, of all these great things that they're doing. And like that's not the biggest, you know, driving force behind me being motivated by them, but it's like when I see guys that are doing it the right way, I'm like,
See,
so
it's
what's?
possible. You know?
Go ahead.
I get furious, but it's like not fury towards Sue per se, right? Like I see Sue and I see like people like making money, and I get pissed off, right? But it's not pissed off at them. Like respect to them, they did their shit.
No, but like you get hungry.
I get pissed at myself, exactly. I get furious at myself. I'm like, bro, I am prepared to wake up at 4 in the morning and work until 9, 10 p.m. at night every single day with no end in line. Like, of course, like I have to make this work. There's no
Yeah.
way I can't make it work. It's just like embedded in my DNA. And it's
Yeah.
like, these guys, granted, Sue, like fucking respect to him. He does his thing, you know. Did you watch him on YouTube or no?
I haven't, but
We were watching him right before this. That's why I
Yeah,
keep
he was
bringing him
on
up.
TV.
Yeah. Cause like, yeah, I've watched his content. I've watched like dozens
I
of his
saw
videos, bro.
I saw the
Yeah, you saw him
the
on
day in the
on-
life of
yeah,
a
yeah.
20-year-old millionaire
Yeah,
in
bro.
London.
Legit. But like not just Sue. Like Sue is like the last person really. That's like Carson Reed, like
There's
Owen
probably-
Renslow.
Bro,
All
even
these guys, bro.
even guys like Cardinal Mason and, well, I mean, RIP to Ben Bader, but like even Ben Bader, like when I was homeless, bro, all I watched was Ben Bader, bro.
Yeah,
Like-
Iman Ghazi too.
Iman, yeah. Any really like any young successful guy, I'm like,
Dude, yeah.
bro, what am I like? I'm doing something wrong.
Yeah,
You know what I
exactly.
mean?
And it's like, see, it's like me and Gus would watch this shit and be like, bro, if these fucking nerds can do it, anybody could do it. Like, you
know
know,
what?
that's genuinely what I think. I'm like, fuck yeah, we can do it.
I agree. And ultimately, what I think it comes down to, and tell me what y'all think, like honestly, I think it comes down to not working hard. And that sounds crazy.
I agree completely.
No, I
but,
agree
like,
100%.
It's
bro.
not about hard work because I'm telling you, there are people who outwork me every single day. Manual labor,
I thought you were
guys
saying
who
we
are
don't
willing
work
to put
hard.
in. No. like, just because like you see all the videos where it's like just because you get up at 4 a.m. like you can still be a loser. Just
Yeah, yeah,
because
all
you
this stuff,
cold
yeah.
plunge, you can still be a loser. But like I think to an extent that's correct because you have to be willing to show up every day,
Yeah.
know that you don't know everything,
Yeah.
learn and get better, and yeah, open yourself up to opportunities to learn.
Yeah.
And I think educating yourself, and also instead of like scrolling during lunch, like sitting there letting your mind work and churn on those things that you can't quite figure out, like your subconscious will like solve those problems for you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
100%,
Subconscious
bro.
is crazy for sure.
And that's so true. And that when I first started, that was something that I didn't realize, because, and this is gonna sound ridiculous, bro, but when I was like still living with my mom and like I didn't really know much about what I was supposed to do, I would wake up at 5 a.m. go to the gym and come back home and like pretty much do nothing. And I'm like, that was a great day. Like I moved the needle forward, let's go. And it's just like that kind of like productivity masturbation. And it's like a different story when you're like actually,
Productivity masturbation. I've
because
never heard that
bro,
ever.
sometimes you can just do stuff just to feel like you're being productive when in reality you're not really doing much at all. And now it's different when like that's your actual schedule and that, like Leo for example, this guy wakes up, hits 5 a.m. shift every day, but he works and he does all this stuff that he needs to do.
Like with structure. and
It's
intention,
a very like
intention's huge. for
yeah,
sure.
it's a very different thing. But
Do you think that's
Like-
outlined your success in the recent months?
So for me, when I wake up early like that, it's like there's this energy. It's like I become aligned with this like version of myself. It's kind of weird to
it like primes you to
Yeah.
to work better.
yeah,
or,
because it's like it's like
So we're
it's
hitting
like
a 5
switch.
a.m. lift tomorrow?
yeah.
Well, trust me, if you see me at the gym, I'm fucking up. Like, real talk, bro. If you see me at the gym, I mean, I'm there at like 9 or 10, you gotta be like, you be slipping in, what you doing, what you
Yeah.
doing?
But-
Because that's genuinely what happened. Like, I slept
That's
in.
crazy. That's my gym time.
Well, I mean,
I just-
but,
I
but
mean,
like,
I
though,
go
bro,
to the
it's-
gym at like 10.
yeah, it's not, there's nothing wrong with that though. Trust me, I love the fucking
But I
10
think
a.m.
it just helps you because, like for me, if the first productive task that I need to do from Monday through Thursday is go to the gym, or I just like I'm just off.
Yeah.
And I can't. Like I can do what I need to do and I will, but like it doesn't flow the way that it should, or like it's like I'm not primed to work, you know. And like Charlie Morgan, you guys know who he is.
Yeah, for sure.
Like he says the same thing. He's like, the only reason why I do meditation is to focus on work. The only reason why I do physical training is to be able to work more. But he's like a freaking maniac, bro. Like he just
Charlie's,
Charlie's
Charlie
doing his
Morgan
thing
is
for sure.
like
He's,
nuts,
he's
bro.
doing his thing.
Yeah, but he like
Personally, like, it's like too much for me.
Yeah.
Like as far as, because honestly, like I'm his target market.
Mm-hmm.
Agency owners, consultants, and coaches. Like we are his
Yeah, yeah.
demographic. Personally, for me, like the guarantees were like getting a bit too outlandish and a bit too much. But like obviously, that's working for him. He sells a $20,000 package.
bro,
And
dude, he is.
He's crushing it, dude.
Bro,
like all
he's-
props to him.
Yeah, it's crazy. I remember taking a sales call with one of his goons in 2020 fucking 3.
I took a call with one of his sales reps.
Yeah.
In Cheese Fit.
Yeah, he was trying to get
And
me
bro-
on like an Apple card back in the day. I
Bro,
was
he
like,
got me, dude. This guy was so good. He got me to apply for a credit card on the call.
so yeah, there you go. It's like straight up, that's just SOP for them. They're
Like,
like, yeah.
bro, they're nuts, bro. Like, it's crazy how
Did either of you sign up for the program?
no, I got
would've
denied.
If I got approved.
I got denied.
If I got approved, I would
Yeah,
have signed
dude,
up for the fucking program.
dude, I literally I got
guys are
denied. I
crazy.
got off the call and I called my godfather, and he's like the only guy at the time that I knew that had like good, like crazy good money, and I'm like, dude, give me 10 grand. I'm like, give me like 5K or like
Dude, I
I'm
wanna
literally.
sit through one of these sales calls.
Bro, dude, he was so. It was crazy how good the guy
The
was.
only agency sales call. Okay, first of all,
Sigurd's good too.
I
Siggy
sat
Foss.
through. I only sat through one sales call for agency like owners. Have you guys ever heard of Joel Kaplan?
No.
Anyways, he's like a pretty big guy on YouTube, and I used to kind of watch some of his videos, and I did end up hopping on a call with one of his guys, and maybe like the worst sales call I've ever seen. Like, they qualified me on the first call, which was good. Second call, they got on there, and he's like, yeah, so like we have a full program for agency owners. It's $10K a month. Like, what card do you want to use? And I was like, what? And I was like, I think I'm good, man. He's like, literally like got mad and like
He's
hung up
pissed.
the call. Yeah, and I was like, that was crazy experience. But
And
like,
he tells his sales manager, yeah, guy was DQ.
bad lead.
Yeah, bad lead, bad lead.
Bro, dude, I got on a. I got on
low-key,
a.
I did get a mentor 2 months later, but
Wow.
it wasn't. I mean, no hate to Joel Kaplan, he's doing
Yeah.
his thing, but like that particular sales rep like wasn't.
It rubs you
sounds
the
like-
wrong way.
Yeah.
He rubbed me the wrong way, but it wasn't particularly like you guys. Like these guys
Mm.
sound like they were sharks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like this
they
guy
were
was
pretty
just.
crazy.
This guy was not very good.
Gus was the one that
Yeah.
convinced me to take the call in the first place. Then I'm like, man, what do we got to take the call for? And then it's like, okay, that's what we had to take the call for. This guy
Yeah.
can fucking close.
That's the same way I
These
felt
guys are
when
crazy,
I,
huh?
Yeah.
I hopped
Very
on a
good.
call
And
with
you
this
guys
guy
both
named.
felt the same way.
No,
from
genuinely,
the
like
same
I
program.
was ready. I was
Dude,
ready
I
to go
applied
Charlie
for a
Morgan.
credit card on the call.
So did I.
And,
I
and
got
the
straight
crazy
denied.
thing is, like, dude, when you sell good enough, or like when you really get on the call and you know what you're doing, like, bro, I've had so many guys just like screen share their social security cards and they're going through like all of these loopholes to just like not loopholes, but like all these extra steps just to pay me. You know, like
You guys need to go back and watch these recordings. I wanna see these recordings. I wanna see these sales calls.
Charlie Morgan?
Yes.
I don't have
yeah, I
the
definitely
recording.
don't have
They
these.
sent me an email and I wanted to look back at it because I literally thought to myself, I'm like, bro, that guy was so good. And then I got a
That guy was
Fathom.
so good. You get
Dude,
off
I
the
got
sales
a
call. That guy was so good.
I got a Fathom notification like, oh, call with X person from Charlie Morgan's team, Isaiah Bradford, and I was like, bro, I can get the call, and then I didn't have access to it. But dude, like even with this guy named Siggy Foss or Sigurd on Instagram, he's like some guy from he's like 17 doing 100K a month, or probably more than that now. I think he's like from Norway or something. I don't know. But like I got on a call with the guy and he's just like, he was still taking his own calls at the time. And I'm talking to him. He's like, dude, look at my data. And this dude pulls up everything and he's just like shows me nothing but proof. And he's like, yeah, bro, if you want, like it's, I think he said 5 or 7K. I'm like, dude, I'm freaking broke. I'm like, bro, I'm broke. And then I called my friend to get him to go through a payment plan on his account on my behalf, and I got denied. But like,
Info's crazy, bro.
yeah, these guys are so good.
That's
Or if you're
crazy,
good
bro.
enough, like people can get resourceful if they really, really see the value.
Girls
in
be
it.
printing off knowledge which is free. That's just what blows my mind.
Mm.
Like, it just genuinely blows my mind.
But it's like the implementation and like getting it systemized and
That's
getting
the great
accountability.
thing about info. It really is on them.
Yeah, because like, bro, the reality of it is, like you said, bro, all of these, you could probably get all of the information that Charlie Morgan's selling for 25K for free. But when you pay 25K for it and you have his team helping you and you have that accountability in that community, like that's what you're really paying for, you know, in my opinion. Maybe it's different with certain things, but like, bro, with freaking fitness coaching, you can go on ChatGPT and be like, make me a workout split.
Yeah.
And you know, but it's a night and day difference when you actually have like a community and, you know, X, Y, and Z that comes with a program. So
I watched this thing from Hormozy. It's like his most recent video, where basically it was like, you have like these 8 programs, right? It's like, you get a little bit from here, a little bit from here, a little bit from here, a little bit from here. This one ends up making you rich, and then you think it's that one program that was the reason that you got rich, but you didn't realize it was all these that you took in the past. Like, I mean, I've taken like Iman's course. That's pretty much the only course I've bought. But now I'm like, maybe I should buy more courses, you know? Now I'm like, should I just buy info? And
yeah,
like,
you should buy my course, bro.
bro, Darwin already did. Like, did you not see the fucking statements? Like, it was fucking ridiculous. I'm like, bro, what? Okay, so why do we have, what is Pegasus Entertainment? And then
Bro, what is that?
Pegasus
What is
Entertainment.
Pegasus Entertainment? Was it like a strip club or
it
something?
has to be. It has to be. And it's like something, Platinum Companions.
I'm disappointed.
You bought Isaiah's course in the middle of your Vegas bender. Like, does this just tell me you and Isaiah got lit in Vegas? Like, what happened here?
Dude, I would never go to Vegas
With Darwin.
with
alone?
Darwin. Bro, I wouldn't go to Vegas, but I
Hey,
would
there's
definitely
so
want
much
to go to
Darwin
Vegas.
hate in this group.
Nah.
I'm just trying to do it.
Nah,
Bro,
we
you
love
don't know
Darwin.
Darwin
We
well
love
I
Darwin.
don't.
We
Yeah,
No.
you need to
we
get
love
to know
Darwin, but as you get to know him, you will love to hate him as well.
Yeah.
Not actually. We love Darwin.
Yeah.
We just give him a hard time.
Fuck you,
But
Darwin.
it helps him. It helps him
Fuck you,
improve.
Darwin.
Yeah, Darwin, you're gay, bro. If you're watching
My
it.
heart. No, yeah, it's just like.
But yeah, I don't even know. I forgot what we were talking about, bro.
To circle back on one point that, I think the productivity, like, masturbation thing, like, that kind of, like, for sure clicked for me, like, a couple years ago. I think it was, like, when I started in, like, my whole, like, business journey, I was, like, 22, something like that, in, like, 2021. And I was, like, watching all these guys. Like, I watched Alex Becker on YouTube. He's a millionaire. He was, like, back in the day, he was, like, the e-commerce guy with, like, the Lambo in the background in the garage. And then I would watch, like, Ryan Serhant. He's, like, this millionaire broker in New York. And these dudes were, like, waking up early as fuck in the morning, like 4 a.m., 5 a.m.
Yeah.
And then I'd read these books, like Ray Dalio, Henry Ford, all these, like, billionaires.
Yeah.
And they were talking about waking up early, right? So I'm like, okay. I didn't ask questions. I'm like, okay, might as well just wake up early.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Whatever.
you're like, wake up early.
Yeah, cool. Wake up early, go to the gym. I don't know. I don't really know from there.
Yeah.
And then it's like I started learning like all these things that these billionaires tell me to do, like read books, meditate, Like, it's not like the billionaires are telling me to do it. The billionaires wrote fucking 500, 1,000 like page books that nobody gets through, where they just put the secrets in there.
Yeah.
So then it's like as I'm doing these things and like starting to understand the game, I'm like, okay. But then I'm like taking cold showers and discipline maxing and all this random bullshit. And then I saw like Alex Hormozy one day. He was like,
I don't do any of that.
yeah,
just
he's
like,
like,
I just
bro,
wake up and
I just
work.
work. And then it's like,
Yeah.
it dawned on me. I'm like, fuck.
Bro, yeah,
Shit matters.
dude, because, bro, when I was living with my dad for a little bit. That's a crazy, like, timeline. I went from homeless, and I was living with my dad. Then I had to live with my grandma. And then I moved back in with my mom, and I moved to my own place. But, like, after, like, I'm still basically, like, homeless at this time. And I'm like, oh, yeah. 4 a.m., 5 a.m., cold shower.
Yeah, discipline maxing. Like,
And then
fucking-
just like, oh yeah, I'm so disciplined, but it's like, dude, I wasn't doing anything else. Like today, or even most of the time now, like, dude, I wake up at like freaking 9,
Yeah.
maybe 10, because like I go to bed at like 1, because I gotta get my wife at like around 12ish. So I like go to bed at 1, I'll wake up, I'll go to the gym, and then from like 2 until like 11. I'll just sit down and do whatever it is that I have to do for that day. Whether it's like take calls or like do readouts or well, I'm not doing outreach anymore because I got to delegate it. But like all this stuff, I just do it. And like I'm obviously not like exactly where I want to be, but like me changing from like, hey, I got to like do all of this stuff to just like, bro, just do what's going to move you forward.
Yeah,
It's like
exactly.
a night and day thing.
And
Doing what needs to be done.
Yeah, sometimes
Yeah.
I just wake up. I'm like yesterday.
Yeah.
Perfect example. I woke up at like 9 and I just went straight to work. I didn't go to the
Yeah.
gym. I didn't do anything. I just worked all day. And then it's like, eventually I just clocked out. I'm like, damn, I fucking,
If there's something I'm avoiding, I do it.
yeah.
Because like if I'm avoiding it, it's because it's most likely
Yeah,
like something that's difficult that I either don't know how to do or like takes a long time, but like that's what's probably gonna be moving the needle forward for me.
Unconsciously, it was probably the outreach for me yesterday. I was like told myself, all right, if I wake up at 5 a.m., I'm going to the gym. If not, I'm busy. I got shit to do.
Yeah.
And then I like woke up at like fucking 8 p.m. I'm like, fuck, I didn't even get a chance to like try to get out of bed this morning.
Yeah.
I'm just like 8 p.m. I'm conscious. Fuck, all right.
8 a.m.
8 a.m. Yeah, my bad.
I was about to say 8
That's
p.m.
crazy.
That's
8
kind of
p.m. is the
that's kinda
generous
wild.
I was
shit.
like, dude was sick.
If you wake up
yo.
at 8 p.m.
You're like, yo, everything all good at home, bro? like,
like, I was like,
no, but yeah, I was like, I just went straight to work. There was a fucking pile of 220 like inbound messages I needed to get through, and I just got through them. And then
Yeah.
it was like 11:30. I'm like, I felt good. I'm like, fuck yeah. 11, like I just, from 9 a.m. to 11:30, I just took care of all these. Like, great. Now I can take my meetings and do the shit for the day.
Yeah.
I was like sad I didn't get to go to the gym, but it is what it is.
yeah. And I mean, it's just like the way I look at it. Like even if you, let's say for some reason you did wake up at 8 p.m. If you had 4 sales calls from 9 until what 12, you closed 2 deals. You woke up at 8 p.m. The only thing you did was take those 2 calls. Like of course it's not the most productive day, but it's like,
I think it's
You
just
know.
like it's a matter of your chronotype. I think it's like there's something in our brain that like primes us to be like awake and productive at a different time, and so it's like I don't think there's anything necessarily wrong with like waking up later. I think life just kind of chooses, like life kind of shows you the path. Like I just stumbled upon the books, right? I just happenstance upon the books, and so I'm like, okay, this is what I should do. And then it's like I built the habit, I ingrained it into my DNA. But it's like I put like it's legit a habit. Like it's like crazy. Like if I wake up at 4:30 and I go to the gym at 5 a.m., probably 10 times out of 10 I'm gonna like read my book right after that. Like
Yeah.
I'm gonna read an audiobook or like read an actual physical book or something for at least 30 minutes. Like usually I like to just do it in the red light and then fucking on the way home and then like shower and it's like bro I just read 40 minutes like a whole chapter of a book as I'm just doing my shit anyway.
yeah.
And then
just
after
like,
that, 100% of the time, I'm probably gonna journal and like put intentions about my day. Here's what I need to achieve. Here's the goals. Here's where I'm at for the like years. Here's what I'm like just a mental deload. So it's like, wow, clean, crisp mind. I just have nothing but like productivity in front of me. And sometimes I'll meditate. Like it's not like
I think
consistent.
I need to be doing that.
Do what?
I said I think
dude,
I need to be doing that.
Dude, I'm telling you.
I just like, honestly, like I said, I've been fortunate enough to like grow my business, you know, quite substantially like the last 2 months, and like, dude, I just have so much shit. Like,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I get up in the morning and like I go to bed thinking about it. I wake up thinking about
Yeah.
it.
I
put
yeah.
out the fires. I pee on the
100%.
fires.
I know,
run to the
100%.
gym for an hour.
I
and, like,
100% know where you're at, bro. And
Yeah.
a mental deload, bro, it just clears up so much bandwidth. And so it's like, okay, so like, when was it? I think it was like 2 or 3 weeks ago. I probably had like a lot on my mind too. It's like all these bills, all these debts, all this worry and stress and stuff like that. And then just like you said, where it's like at lunch, like not even scrolling, just like letting your subconscious digest it. I just go into a meditation, you know. It's like I try to like at least 3 or 4 times a week do like a 10 or 20. And if I'm going deep, if I got a lot on my mind, I go what's called the ice, you know. I'm going in the ice. So it's like 40 minutes and I'm just locked in and fucking just sitting there, eyes closed, thinking about life. And it's like, here you're gonna process everything, bro. You're gonna process your relationships, your business, your aspirations, how you feel about shit, your opinions that people have been like dwelling on you, what your parents think about you, what your friends think about you, and like you're gonna know yourself. And like this is where like I think over the years like my concrete like foundation and confidence has come from, because I know myself absolutely. Like nobody can tell me like what I should be or whatever their opinions or whatever they project on me. I'm like I'm a very certain person. Like I'm like I bro, trust me, I put a lot of thought into it already. So it's like I highly recommend like going in the ice sometimes. And I think it you go from like a beta brainwave to like an alpha, and then you go into the gamma. And so the gamma brain, no, it's actually theta actually. So theta brainwave is like when you've just been sitting there for like 20, 30 minutes. But this is where like your subconscious like comes into mind. Like this is where shit like your food preferences you can like rewrite. Like you can literally change their identity and like crazy shit, bro. Like imagine.
I've never heard of it.
No,
is
straight up,
above
this
my
is your
pay grade.
subconscious. Like, have you guys ever thought about like why you like pizza? Like, when did you physically decide I like pizza?
I don't really like pizza that much.
Well, I mean, like whatever steak, whatever you
I
want to
know,
say.
just
You know,
such
it's
an
like
ass.
one day you just got like an input where it's like, good.
Just like an
as a
impulse
kid.
to where you're like, hey, I like yeah, like when I used to do drugs all the time.
Yeah, and
It's
then
like,
you just randomly crave it. But like,
Yeah.
did you sitting here think, oh, I know, just suddenly crave weed? No, it just kind of like
Yeah, it just-
appeared. You became conscious of it, and then it's like that is what it is. That's the subconscious like wiring in your brain.
and
so
you
what I
have
do,
to like rewrite.
yeah, I rewired
Yeah.
towards like what we were talking about, the drugs that like the
the drugs.
We were not talking about drugs.
no
The editor's gonna have a
dopamine you
hard
get
time
from,
with this
from
video.
closing a deal and like
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
literally drugs. It's literally drugs.
Oh,
Yeah, like
yeah.
you rewire
Yeah.
your, like, yeah, that's what I did. Like even with my phone.
Yeah, exactly.
Man, like I showed you, and I've been talking about it in the group chat for so long.
Yeah.
But like, when you make yourself conscious of your subconscious desires or
Yeah.
habits, and then you rewire them, or you like put something in the way to where like over time it becomes
yeah.
like you don't desire it as much, like
or
whatever.
you just
exactly.
make your forefront thoughts, like your subconscious thoughts, like rewiring your brain to start working on like,
Yeah.
like dude, you said it literally probably an hour ago now,
Mm-hmm.
where you're like, okay, I need to unlock, like if I want to get to 50K a month, like I need to be doing 10,000 reach outs a month, and like you physically cannot do 10,000 reach outs a month. Well, maybe you can, but
No, it's not feasible. Yeah.
like you're rewiring your brain to like think,
Find the ways,
find
right?
the ways,
and cook it up
like,
as I sleep. My subconscious.
dude,
during the
seriously, I'll be
lunches.
laying in the bed at night, and I'm like, how am I gonna do this or that, or like, what should I have said during that? Dude, this happens to me all the time. I'll be like, I'll get on a sales call that's like dude was right there. You know what I mean? And I'll literally be churning, and I'm like, what could I? And it just comes to me. I'm like, I should have said this.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like the in the shower thoughts. You know what I mean? After an argument.
But where does that come from exactly? Like that just came from the ether sphere, like somewhere
No,
random.
it's
fuck
me,
out.
it's
No,
me.
of course,
But,
but like
like-
we have access to infinite knowledge, literally infinite knowledge, literally infinite knowledge.
Dude, people are scared of AI. If they just got off their phone for 5 minutes, they would realize like it's built in right here.
Yeah, it's literally built in.
Like-
somewhere deep down in your soul, like the DNA of your soul is like, I'm a successful person. I want this sort of lifestyle. This is the life that I absolutely will not settle for. So at some point when you were like 20 or 19, like it was just like marketing agency. That's what I need to do, and that's what I'm going all in on. It's like it's
bro, I
infinite
never
knowledge.
thought about that. Cause like, bro,
At some point,
Bro, this
you
dude
decide.
Leo unlocks like so many things in my mind just like talking to this guy.
That's why conversations like this are so important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like
This is deep
no
dive for
phones,
sure. This is
Yeah.
deep
We're,
dive.
we're just talking not just about business, but like
Everything.
how to create the thoughts
Yeah.
Yeah.
that create
The actions. That
the
do
actions
business.
that like create overnight successes.
Yeah,
I don't
and-
believe in overnight successes.
Yeah, definitely not. But like, dude, like a week ago, I was just in a Zoom call with Leo and I think some of your team members.
Mhm.
Maybe I forget who it was, but I was talking to him.
The boy Trey.
And-
He's in
and
the trenches with
yeah,
us.
he just kept saying like something about a setter. I'm like, man, I freaking hate doing outreach. But then I remembered I watched this Charlie Morgan video where he was like, well, if you avoid an outreach because it's painful, just do it. No one's gonna
I
care.
like the accent he gets
No,
when he
no,
says something
no
from
one,
Charlie
no one's
Morgan.
gonna. He does a little. No one's gonna care. You need to do your own outreach. If you're avoiding it because it's painful, suck it up. You'll be fine. And I would always find myself, I'm like, this freaking sucks. I'm doing outreach all day. I'm
Cold outreach
I'm
does suck.
burned out about time I have to make content. That's reflecting in my content, and I have to do the edit. I'm like, I'm doing too much right now. And then like, so that was always in my mind because this big guy, Charlie Morgan, said, hey, don't hire a setter. And then I talked to Leo in the Zoom call, and he's like, bro, just get a commission-based setter. I'm like, I can do that?
What
He's
do you
like,
mean just get a
I'm like,
commission-based setter? He said.
and then he was like, bro, yeah, just get a setter. Like, I can connect you. And then a day later or 2 days later, no joke, I could probably pull it up on my phone. Some guy from the UK is like, yo, bro, I'm really looking for a job. And I was like, nah, I didn't want to do it. But something was like pulling me to hop on a call with this guy. And now like I have a setter. But it's like little things like that. Like you can use some sort of leverage in this area, or you can think like this, or you can do this or do this differently.
I genuinely think that is like the power of the subconscious world, because like we're all interconnected, right? Like you and all of reality is connected. It's like when that thing in your subconscious clicks, it's like now you attract that, right? That's like it literally, like you didn't go out looking for it. It literally just came to you.
Yeah.
That's what it means to be like magnetic. You know, when you like unlock shit like that, like there's some wiring, like
even us like running into each other.
yeah,
You know,
exactly.
like, it's just
That is
it's
crazy.
kind
Yeah.
of weird to think about, because like at one point,
Cause y'all are weird for real.
We're hella no dead ass, bro.
No, we are, bro.
Like all three of us are fucking weirdos. Like
to normal people,
genuinely, nobody's
yeah.
doing this, bro. Like fucking kidding me? 20-year-olds running a business? No, nobody's doing that. Everyone wants to get drunk or party or do random shit.
Yeah.
We're the fucking freaks here. You telling me you don't want to do any of that shit?
There is something wrong with me.
Sometimes I do like have the urge to be like, I don't know. I don't want to ever like get into drugs ever again. But sometimes I find myself thinking, I'm like, I want to glitch out one more time.
Yeah, for sure. Like
Like
that's-
just once.
I mean, I ran the finance. That's why I ran the finance. I'm like, okay, if I were to just go to Vegas and
I've
do
not
a lot
had
of
those
drugs,
thoughts.
You've never had those thoughts?
Nah.
Well, have you ever done like any like really hard drugs before?
Y'all want to hear some crazy shit?
Yeah.
I've never done a drug once in my life. I've never had nicotine.
Mm.
I've gotten drunk a lot.
Yeah.
No lie, but
Yeah.
like, I mean, I went to college, but never had nicotine, never had drugs.
Yeah.
And I think that's like
good
a
though,
huge
bro.
reason why I don't like.
Yeah, that's good. I think like part of my old identity tries to come out at times, or like that dead version of me tries to like regenerate or like come
Yeah.
back to life, and you have to like literally have to stuff it away. Like I feel like with
I think
anything,
that means you're getting close to something.
Yeah, I
like
was gonna say.
even like with anything, dude, like with my phone, like I'll randomly get an urge. I'm like, bro, just scroll. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that.
That's
I'll
crazy that you
literally
say that.
throw my phone away, like if I feel the urge to scroll, or like even just like the thought of anything that I know I shouldn't be doing. Like
Yeah.
I'll train myself to become like aware,
Yeah.
or even my negative thinking.
Yeah.
You know, because like today, and this might be like really dark for the podcast, but you know, like I've been facing a lot of like personal issues. And the reason why I'm so like unfazed by it is because I'm like, bro, my issues compared to other people's problems right now are nothing. You know, like I got a call last night that one of my friend's husbands shot himself,
Wow.
like dead this morning. And I'm like, I'm thinking about my issues, and I'm like, my issues are nothing compared to what these other people are going. Like, who am I to sit here and complain about the business that I have the privilege of running not doing great right now.
Yeah.
Or like, who am I to complain about this issue? Or like, oh, I have to give my dog. Like, bro, nobody cares.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, bro, the things that I've gone through, the things that I've seen, the things that other people, like, bro, is nothing compared to
Genuinely.
now. You know what I mean? And I think that, like, drives me forward so much because, bro, I've seen so much pain in my life. I've seen so much suffering in my life and, like, in other people's lives. Now it's like anything that I go through, like, even, like, the worst things that I've gone through recently, like, bro, it's nothing, bro. You know? And I think sometimes, like, I don't know what it is. I think it's just like a natural, like a default setting that I used to kind of have installed in my mind, to where it's like, yeah, sulk in your suffering. Yeah, go to these old habits, or go to these old things that you used to do to cope with your whatever it may be. Like, it tries to come back.
Yeah.
But like you said, I think the reason why that happens is just like resistance. It's just something,
yeah.
some force.
It's excess
Like-
potential.
Like,
Dude, sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say, like, it's like some,
Devil.
yeah, like some force.
Believe that, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
100%.
and like we, and I mean, I don't know if you're Christian or I am. Leo is.
100%,
Are you are too? Okay, yeah. So it's like,
Catholic.
you know, there is a force, I believe, that is like actively working towards dragging me down to a version of myself that I know I
I
shouldn't.
believe. I can tell you got something you want to say, but
Yeah.
like, when I believe that truly, when you're doing something difficult, when you're doing
Yeah.
something hard,
Yeah.
when you're doing something you don't know how to do,
Yeah.
that's when those temptations, because you're fulfilling that potential
Yeah.
Yeah.
that I was talking about
Bro.
earlier. You're taking the steps towards unlocking it,
Yeah.
and he knows that.
Dude, and
He knows he's closer to losing you.
Yeah.
That's
And-
when things get harder. Like, right before, like, dude, this month before you had this big month where you got close to new clients and like things are going well for you. Like,
Yeah.
like, dude, that was probably the toughest month you had last month.
Yeah. I mean, maybe December, but still.
You get
Yeah.
the month before that,
Yeah.
but like
Yeah.
the hardest periods is right before like
Bro,
the sunshine.
yes.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
comes
Bro,
through.
that's
every
what
time.
That's
Yeah.
what happened with
Show
my
up every
marriage,
day.
bro.
Yeah.
Like, my marriage was on a steep decline for like 5 months, and I was like at a point to where I was like, I literally told Leo, I'm like, yeah, because we were like, yeah, we're just gonna separate. Like, this isn't gonna work.
Yeah.
And, you know, like, we had one conversation that changed everything, but like there was definitely like something playing a role in us. Like there's no, it was so much going on. It's like you said, bro, there's something trying to stop you from getting to where you want to be. Like, the enemy knows, like, hey, if this person stops doing this drug, or if this person starts thinking this way or that way, then breakthrough is going to happen, or something's
They
going to
know it.
improve.
Yep.
And like, he's aware of that. But to kind of play off what you were saying, I think the reason why that happens, or the reason why that's so uncomfortable, is because one of the most uncomfortable things that you can experience is, in my opinion, is like your current identity being challenged.
100%. It's
You
ego
know,
death. It's
like,
literally Isaiah
yeah.
is dying.
Yeah,
Genuinely
and that
dying.
is like, it's so much resistance in that, because it's like an extreme example. Like, if someone came up to you and you're like, yeah, quit your agency, just fill out this job application, that would piss you off. Like,
Yeah.
something in you would be repulsed by it.
Yeah.
Like, just the idea of giving up, just the idea of like not training at the gym, or not eating a certain way, or not carrying yourself, like anything that plays a role
Giving up on
in
yourself.
our identity. Like, when that's challenged, I feel like it's like an extreme reaction internally, bro. And I don't know how to describe it. You probably know a bit more
Yeah.
about it, but like, I think it's like a double. It's like two versions of you coexist, and like, you obviously like have to kill one version, but it's, I don't know. It's hard to describe it. You know what I
Objectively,
mean?
you guys aren't even talking about anything real. Like, we can't see any of this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So isn't it crazy that like he sees the exact same thing? Like, before you even said anything, when you were just introducing this whole concept,
Yeah.
he instantly saw that like concept. It's like something we're all very familiar. So it has to be real. Like, objectively, the idea
dude,
is real,
and
right?
the thing is like, and I don't mean to cut you off, but I was talking to my mom-in-law, and it was like this statistic to where it's like, I don't know exactly what it was, but basically we can only see like 2% of what's actually going on.
Yeah.
Like everything else is like in
100%.
the spiritual realm that we can't see.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. It's like there's like two concepts here where it's like I just like I'm thinking of. It's like you have reality transurfing. You guys don't know anything about that, do you?
I've never even heard.
I'm not gonna
of
lie,
that.
I'm loving this conversation, but some of the terminology is just
Yeah, I don't know what
like
that.
I'm missing the education, so fill me in.
And
Yeah,
then
I don't know
like,
what that is.
The outwitting the devil.
Okay.
You guys haven't heard
Yeah, outwit. Just explain, bro.
Yeah,
just
so I'm
starting with
It's not in that
outwitting the
language.
devil. It's like okay, I'm a Christian, like I'm just a believer, right? I'm a believer in
Yeah.
Jesus and all that good stuff. But if we're looking at it objectively in like sort of a Hormozy lens, it's like okay, you have positive forces and negative forces, right? You have protons and electrons. Whether you want to call it the devil or whether you want to call it some sort of negative balancing like act in like the universe, it's very well there.
Yeah.
And so, like, the tactic, like, to sum it up for you guys, like, the tactic that the devil puts us in is a whirlpool. It's basically a rhythm. It's like, if you think about it, we're stuck in this rhythm where we have our routines, right? We're going to the gym, we're doing our agency thing, we're in the Kansas City whirlpool. We're kind of stuck in this whirlpool, right?
Yeah.
And whenever you try to break out of that whirlpool, there's gonna, like, swimming out of a whirlpool is not easy.
Yeah.
And so it's like there's balancing forces like in the universe that needs to be like come like whenever something like loses electrons and shit like that, like instantly it gets shocked, right? Like you guys know that phenomenon. It's like the same thing, but like with spiritual energy. It's like you're like excreting your negative like energy that you've had in you, like the drug addict, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And then it's like all the like these things are trying to like come in and like balance it. Like they're like,
Yeah.
well, fuck, this is abnormal. What the fuck do we do here?
Yeah.
In reality transurfing, I mean that's a fucking 36-hour book, but I promise you guys those two books will change your lives forever. Like, if I only had two books, those would be the two for sure.
Whoa.
Those are huge.
Bold take.
No, those are
Bold take.
huge. Like I promise you guys, like those two books have changed everything for me.
I've read some pretty good books.
I read some pretty good books.
I read Outwitting the Devil twice, and I for sure want to.
Outwitting the Devil twice.
I've never read any book twice
We almost
besides that
need
one
an
book.
updated version, like every decade, because like
So you know, like Napoleon Hill, he wrote it in like the 1920s.
I've read a portion of it.
Dude,
I wish I've read it all, but
He
I've
wrote
read
this
a portion.
thing in the 1940s, and it was in a vault until 2010. It did not see the light of day until 2010.
That's nuts.
So Napoleon Hill, mind you, Napoleon Hill was like fucking
Napoleon.
homies with Andrew Carnegie, one of the OG billionaires, who was connected with like Henry Ford, all the OG billionaires, the first people to become billionaires,
Yeah.
that basically laid the groundwork for America and like invented business in the first place. Napoleon
During
Hill,
the Industrial Revolution.
yeah, it's like he wrote Think and Grow Rich. He wrote all these books about wealth and like actually
Yeah.
like becoming wealthy. It's because they understood things that we're kind of disconnected to these days. Because back then there was no social media, there was no like
Yeah,
that
it
way
was
to
just
get rich.
real world. That's it.
Yeah, it was real world, but like a certain mindset that they adopted and a sort of a semblance of principles that like royalty has kind of collectively passed down through word of mouth. And so he captures this, all the things that made these guys like super rich and like put them in like books, right? And Outwitting the Devil is like one of the concepts he talks about where basically there's balancing forces in the universe. It tries to like pull you away and like it's gonna just like double down. Like it knows it, like if you think of the devil as an actual person, he is literally the master of deception, meaning he knows you better than you know yourself. He knows exactly what you need to hear and see
Yeah.
in order to keep you where he wants to be. You know, so it's
Yeah.
like that's where like the way to outwit him is like basically just not give a shit about anything. And like it's a really complicated topic. In reality transurfing, that book's crazy. That book's a whole fucking Bible, honestly, in reality. But like, it kind of touches on like the subconscious points that I'm trying to like drive home here, where it's like, we have like, let's think about the bad stuff in life, right? There's all this importance on it, right? There's like
Yeah.
what we call excess potential. Because we're putting so much importance on it, it's like we're not allowing the new reality to like come in like. Man, this is so hard to put into words, honestly.
Right, it's a
like,
difficult
yeah.
topic, bro,
Yeah,
because it's like it's not even like black and white. It's like so many
very
different
dynamic.
things. It's hard to explain.
When I got this book, basically, when I understood and it clicked, and it's only clicked for like moments in time, that's when basically like my 2 huge jobs that I got last year like fell into my lap, like $200,000 contracts, and I got 2 of them that I was supposed to make all this money on, but then I started putting excess potential on it and shit, and I fucked it up for myself. And I'm like, okay, back to the drawing board. How do I like do this again? Like I need to recalibrate the reality, and it's just like, that's why I'm like, I feel like I just need to reread it.
What I've learned, and like my old man, and he's an entrepreneur, and so am I, and like we recommend books to each other that we've already read, because sometimes you need to hear whatever that author has or whatever that author is saying at that specific time.
Yeah.
Like I remember, like we've all read 10X, like by Grant Cardone.
Grant Cardone,
like
yeah.
that's like just a motivational, like you're not doing enough. And I remember being like, I was doing lawn care, and my dad, like I had like 7 lawns, and I was like, I put out like 100 flyers, and my dad's like, you need to read 10X. Literally, I passed out 5,000 flyers the next year. Like, it's all about reading the book or the piece of information at the time you need it.
Yeah.
And that's why it's so important to go back and reread
Yeah.
and relearn, because if I read a book now versus in 5 years when I'm hopefully doing millions in my businesses, like that information is going to sit in my subconsciously different.
Yeah.
I'm going to be able to act on it differently.
Yeah.
I'm going to be able to see things in a more sophisticated light.
Yeah. The cool thing is it always stays in your subconscious. Like I've caught myself, I read a book in like 2022, right? I don't even remember the exact example, but like last year I remember like specifically doing things in this weird way that like the book taught. And I'm like, holy fuck, I forgot that this was even a concept. And I just like, I thought that was me, but it was the programming I put myself under.
Yeah.
Like learning this information and letting my subconscious stew on it. And then it's like, I'm thinking I'm making all these decisions. It was fucking The 5 Levels of Leadership by, I don't know if you guys have ever heard that guy.
Yeah, I have. I can't think of the book or the author.
Yeah. But basically the exact way that he talks about like leadership is like what I was doing when I was training the roofing salespeople. And so I'm like, oh wow. What I thought was intuitive knowledge was genuinely like subconscious programming put by my 2022 self.
Yeah.
Or
Dude,
like-
that's exactly how I feel about. Dude, I bring up this book all the time, but like one of my favorite books ever is like How to Win Friends and Influence People. And
It's an all-time great.
Yeah.
dude, no joke. I don't know if I showed Andy this. Dude, my phone's dead. But dude, the book has. I think honestly, if I didn't read that book, I wouldn't be friends with anybody.
Yeah.
You know, like I wouldn't know how to approach. I can't give enough credit to that dang book, bro. It's been nuts.
It's crazy because that book is recommended by billionaires,
Yeah,
by
literally.
people who are doing hundreds of millions of dollars, because you can reread that,
Yeah.
hear something when you need to hear it, and gain knowledge out of
Yeah.
it later again.
Because it's like you're always gonna be experiencing new things. And
New things, new scenarios,
Like,
and
Different ways to apply the concepts.
Yeah. Different angles.
Yeah.
You know, like thinking back, oh, this scenario, like
when you realize that is the goal, that's when you made it. The goal is to just always be learning,
Yeah.
always be better in yourself, and having fun along the way.
Yeah. This was a 2-hour pod.
oh, it's 2 hours.
Yeah.
Do we want to be done there?
I think so. I think we got.
Bro, I
do a
think
part
we.
2.
I
2 hours
think.
is a lot.
I think we
Wait,
got
that's
to
a
the.
ton.
We
We
got
have
to
so
the
much
Might have
more
to
to
gold.
talk
break it
about,
up.
though.
We
I'll post it all at 2 hours.
we
but-
got to the gold, like towards the end, bro.
Yeah.
For sure.
The last 30 minutes was like,
Yeah. That is
Dude,
the sauce.
honestly, the first like 30 minutes, I'm like, bro, I feel like.
We're just talking about surface level bullshit, but
Because
then
I'm like, I don't even understand what these guys are talking about. I'm just-
service. You're like fucking service bros. He's like fucking marketing bros.
are you gonna do a sign out?
Yeah, we'll do a sign out.
We might have to break this up into 2 episodes already.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. We might have.
gonna post the first the one episode. That's all.
I thought you were gonna
Fuck it.
have Andy.
My
Andy's
editor will chop it up for us. So
I mean it'd be cool to have like clips, short form clips.
that's what I want
Could he
out of
do
it.
it?
Yeah, he'll do it.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Uh,
I can
for
put
each of them?
together the audios so it's clean. Cause that audio is a separate file. You know what I mean?
Oh
so
yeah,
it's
it's- my editor he does that. I don't.
okay, cool.
Thank you guys for tuning in.
Don't listen to the black guy. Oh yeah.
Keep that in. Get that in.
Yeah, no,
keep that
I'm
part.
definitely keeping all the racist stuff in my channel.
Yeah, definitely remove all the stuff
Signing
that needs
out.
to
No, I know, we know
Next
what to
time
do.
y'all see me on the podcast, I'm gonna be doing 50K a month.
30K.
Damn, you're not gonna be on the
Minimum.
podcast for another year,
Dude, I'll be on the podcast in 3 months.
bro. Be on the podcast in a month. We gotta run this back with Darwin.
Yeah, we'll run it back with Darwin.
Honestly, yeah. I feel like Darwin actually have some good takes. We flame Darwin a lot, but dude, he has a ton of potential, bro. Like,
Bro, all of us do.
yeah.
You don't make it in the group chat without having the potential.
That's true. Hell
That's
yeah.
why you guys took so long to add me.
All right, it was literally just like
I mean,
I'm fucking with you guys.
bro, we had to
we
get
made
to
our
know you
group
first.
chat, and then we made the one with Darwin like within a week apart, and then it's like
I'm just
we're
fucking
like,
with y'all.
Let's just put them together. Fuck it.
Let's just put them together. Damn. Let a nice.
All right,
Cracker.
y'all. It's been real. It's been fun, but it hasn't been real fun.
Kind of like that.
My friend used to tell me that in high school.
The thumbnail is just gonna be me just like